Welcome out, gamers and gamettes, to the RGL.GG Season 17 Invite Highlander Grand Finals. I am Alto, joined by Zach to my side, Dom behind the camera as always, and we're bringing you Run It Back versus Witness Gaming here tonight. The Grand Finals of Season 17, featuring Run It Back as the top seed coming into here after their shocking upset win over Witness Gaming in the upper bracket finals. Witness Gaming came back, pulled themselves together in the lower bracket finals against Squirtier to fight their way back in here, coming in with a map disad. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to win, but I think they may have gotten their mojo back in those lower bracket finals. So we're going to have a hell of a game on our hands tonight. Zag, how you feeling going into this?
Feeling all right. Have had a headache all day, and I'm sure yelling about Highlander will make it immensely better. So can't wait for that. But it should be an interesting match here tonight. We got 3 maps for you at maximum. I think the pick ban has gone pretty predictably. I think it gives both teams a good shot. We can see the pick ban on screen right now. Vigil ban from Witness Gaming. Don't let Chalk have Vigil. They learned their lesson. Followed by Asheville ban from Run It Back. That's expected. Witness Gaming, I'd say their number 1 map, probably at that Asheville pick. Run It Back, then pick Swiftwater. They destroyed Witness on this map in the upper bracket finals. Witness, though, showed up very strong on Saturday on the map. So I do think there's some variables here. And then on product, Witness Gaming picking that as their map, hoping they can bring the Lenny show back and take one, either evening it up or getting the 2-0 right there.
Yeah, interestingly enough, is the then Steel ban coming out of Witness Gaming, followed by Rib picking Prude, which first 4 picks I think are very predictable. And I mean, Rib lost to Squirtier on Asheville in the first round of playoffs, so no surprise that's getting banned. They're not confident on the map. The Steel ban is interesting because Rib, not very good at Steel. As we saw in our cast, not a map that they're very good at. If I'm Witness Gaming, I'm a little bit more afraid, I think, of this team on payload in particular. I would have leaned towards the upward ban, but they leave upward up, only for Rib to pick Prude, which is a map they won on in the regular season. They beat Squirtier 4-3 on it, then proceeded to beat Squirtier 4-0 on it in the first round of playoffs. It was actually the first ban from Witness Gaming in the upper bracket finals, Prude. So definitely some history here that we may not have seen between these two teams on it, but I think there's a very good chance we get 3 maps tonight, so could ultimately come down to being the decider.
Yep, and with both teams loading into the server, we can go ahead and run down the grand finals rosters. On the side of Run It Back, your upper seed, going to be Birdo on Scout, Mako on Soldier, Leaf on Pyro, Mori on Demoman, Chalk on Heavy, GG on Engineer, Foxy on Medic, Poseidon on Sniper, and Jay-Easy on Spy.
Over on the side of Witness Gaming, it will be Pablo on Scout, Blank on Soldier, Melon on Pyro, Exile on Demoman, Flu on Heavy, Hyphen on Engineer, Blake on Medic, Lenny on Sniper, and coming in for the finals, Fish on Spy.
Yeah, and I think we have to address the elephant in the room first. It will be Fish on Spy tonight, not Jacob, who probably just can't play Mondays, I believe is what it is. So he came in on Saturday, carried them to grand finals, and then said, all right, you guys take it from here. And then Witness Gaming, instead of having Joe subbed back in, they got Fish to play tonight. Fish definitely fresher than Joe, I'll say that. He's played at a high invite level more recently. So I do think that, at least mechanically on paper, Fish should be able to come in and have a bit more game impact. But missing the Demento calls is still going to be probably a big downside compared to what we saw from Witness on Saturday.
Definitely, yeah. Jacob is known as the best Spy and maybe even potentially Highlander player playing right now, not because of just his fragging ability, but because his ability to main call a team from that Spy position. And you look at Witness Gaming on Swiftwater versus Rib a week ago, and you look at them versus Squirtier 2 days ago, absolutely different teams, and I think a lot of that you can chalk up to is Jacob's calling. Now, granted, I think Joe may have been still rusty in both of those areas. Fish going to be better, but I question if it's to the same degree. And I think that's why Rib ultimately went with Swift, because they knew Jacob wasn't going to be there, knew he wasn't going to have all of that calling. This team looked lost last Monday. And I think they may be a little bit closer to the path here, but I question if they'll be able to overcome the gap between themselves and Rib on Stopwatch, because Rib last week showed themselves to be one of the best Stopwatch teams we may have ever seen in RGL.
Yeah, and that's definitely why they went Swiftwater in the end. Just feel like the superior team on the game mode and on this map in particular. So, that's going to be kind of their ultimate play for the 1-0 lead. It would be huge for Back to get that one on the board because then you can go into product, know that Lenny can have his god game, and then still be in the running to just sweep the grand final or just like win the early grand finals, not have to go through that bracket reset. But yeah, there is a lot riding on that. Some of the other classes I kind of want to look at here. The Mori versus Exile matchup on Demo Man has been volatile to say the least for most of the season. Mori, I feel like, has been consistently higher level, whereas we've seen XL have a couple of, the patented XL rounds where he is just dying to sniper over and over again, or, bad things just befall him, because that's what happens. But Mori, I feel like, has become a candidate for, if not top Demo Man in Highlander right now.
Something I want to point out with Exile is that I think he may be the person who's going to be missing Jacob the most. Because if you're not someone who is... There are some people that are just kind of born main callers. I don't think Exile is one of them. Exile is someone where if he's calling, that is kind of brain power diverted away from his gameplay. And I think that when he has to start balancing the load of main calling versus staying alive and playing, you may see some slips in his performance, whereas on Saturday, you very rarely saw any of those patented Exile moments, likely because he didn't really have to think all that much. He could just focus on putting out damage and kind of being the, pressure-denying monster that his team needed him to be. Whereas once he starts calling, he's thinking not just about himself, but his team. It's a big burden to carry. And we may see that, kind of reflect in his performance, not having that same level of calling that we come to expect from Jacob.
Yeah, and we could run out some more of the traditional Highlander classes, but I kind of want to zone into the kind of less talked about classes. I do want to mention Pyros here real quick, because on Swiftwater, Pyro is a very important class. The micro you have to do from everything from working with apartments, Ubers, reflecting spam off the bridge on second, to playing on fourth, being able to keep your gun alive, medic alive, deny bombers, even to on last, where you're kind of like the last bastion of defense for either denying the cart getting in or air blasting upward, moving properly to get your team more cart time. I feel like on Saturday, despite Witness Gaming coming out ahead, I don't feel like Melon was the better Pyro on the night that night. Obviously, Pyro, less of an impact class, able to be, kind of carried along as long as you're doing your job good enough. But Leaf has been very impressive to me over the course of the entire season, enough so that I'd say that there actually could be a game impact shift just based on Leaf's performance if Melon's not able to kind of step up tonight.
Agreed with that. Leaf, I think, has been really impressive and probably positioning himself as the best Pyro to invite this season, I would think. The classes I want to focus on are the soldiers, because I felt like last week when these two teams played, Blank is a player we're used to usually having a lot of impact, be it on Scout or Sniper, and even so far this season on Soldier, really big on the bombs. We saw it versus Squirtier on Product, right? Even coming in consistently finding those sniper picks was keeping Scouty in the respawn chamber the entire game. But I thought both him and Pablo were very, very quiet last week, compared to Mako on Soldier, who was in everything, consistently finding crazy bombs, absolutely rolling the backline, one of the major factors in keeping Lenny shut down. And I want to see if he's going to be able to continue that, because it's been a while since I feel like we've had, maybe, it's been since really, I'd say since JJ played, that there have been soldiers that are looking at him like, that guy's super handsome and is 1v9ing the server. And I think Mako is he's mewing, he's doing he's practicing his Chad face, getting everything ready for tonight. And if he can keep up that same level of impact, I think he's gonna position himself as one of, if not the best soldier in the game mode right now.
Yeah, I feel like we're saying that a lot tonight about these running back players, but we have just been seeing them play some of the best stopwatch we've ever seen in the game mode. So if they are able to come out tonight strong, win their invite title, I would say most of these players are just going to be best in their role, which feels strange to say when Witness Gaming are the defending champions. Normally you see these Highlander teams at the top kind of rule for multiple seasons. Witness did have to change some parts of their roster coming into this season, but still enough of those players from the championship roster are thinking, why couldn't they do it again? But Run It Back just kind of shooting up way higher than people thought they would, and positioning themselves as the top team, a lot of the top slots. Predictions up on your guys' screen, favor for Run It Back here on their opening map pick of Swiftwater. I'd say I agree, I'm not sure if I want to call the 2-0, but it's just hard to bet against Run It Back when we saw them dominate Witness last Monday.
Yeah, man, as we go live here, one thing that I am glad we're seeing from Witness is that they did not run back the same maps, because we saw that from Team Fun last season against Witness, where Witness, coming up as the lower seed, managed to win Invite last season, but they only ever beat Team Fun on 2 maps. It was just Asheville and Steel. They lost in the upper bracket finals, came back into Grand, said, nah, run back the same maps, we'll beat them again. I'm very glad here that Witness lost twice on payload and said, all right, we're not going to give them the double payload they want again. Make them beat us on Koth. Is how this is going to turn out. And I think that's for the best, because I think it would be
mission begins in 30 seconds.
Odd if you saw Rib end up winning Invite off of only 1 game mode.
Yeah, and in the end, they even pick the Koth option between the two for the tiebreaker if needed. So Rib would have to prove they're not a stopwatch one trick, which I don't think they are per se, but it's just Witness Gaming has shown more proficiency on Koth. So when we do get to that product, we'll see if they need to win that one to keep the season alive, or if it'll be their chance to actually 2-0, as the gate's about to drop on Swiftwater. Gonna be run it back, pushing first, Witness Gaming on the defense. Some damage trades going on early. Flores has to go back and get the pack. Pyro on the roof of all people. Leaf gonna go up there trying to deny these bombing classes. Poseidon, the first casualty of the grand finals. Mori gonna quickly follow as Witness Gaming playing a bit forward outside, trying to get some kills, deny the carp. Still moving a 4x up the hill though, so no big loss come through. Leaf going skyward. Air shot by Blank on the way down. Jay's though gonna use that distraction to get the stab onto the sniper and the gun sap. Fish gonna go down as well, means Witness has no pick classes. But look at this. They're getting aggressive out of tunnel. They're running multiple players out into the house here. They don't quite get any more kills. They are going to find Mako in the house, and Blank going to get that full pack, so the cart is not moving for now. Witness Gaming really good on the aggression. As Alto's mic is apparent. Yeah, Alto might be timed out. I'll continue with the grand final solo cast. Why not? Last second sacks from Witness Gaming going to be coming through onto this cart, but outnumbered, outgunned, will be taken down. First cap coming through, decent enough stall. That's a minute 10 through 1. That's 10-20 seconds more than you're kind of hoping to get usually.
Test. Am I coming through?
Is back, yes.
All right, I think my mic unplugged itself and replugged itself back in, and that messed with my audio settings, but yeah, we're back. Good forward pressure we saw from Witness. Just stall the cart a little bit more. Make sure that first time ticks into the 110.
Jaycee's dead. That's huge because the gun is outside of the side tunnel, which we saw Hyphen play this on Saturday. It's a big distraction. You have to kind of divert your attention when Ubering through to take it down and get spam upper. So without Jaycee alive to revolver and forcer it down, that one's going to be up there for a while. And it looks like Witness Gaming going to be holding here. Mori wants to walk out of the tunnel, but they don't have their medic with them quite yet. They're just trying to get spam up there, see what they can find.
And here's where this side, I think the side tunnel gun is really good at stopping somewhat of the tunnel push, because they have to come out, they have to look the other way for it. They spread out, and here comes in the drop down coming down from the Witness Gaming combo. They're actually going to find Mori. Jaycee goes down as well, but now here's where to watch out for Chalk in out the window. Just going to say this gets levitated, not able to get all the way in. That is the issue with the side tunnel gun, is that there is nothing stopping someone from jumping out of upper. They're able to stop Chalk there. Make sure he cannot get onto Blink, but it was awfully close. And I think that if you're going to keep that side tunnel gun there, keeping your medic on the floor without Uber is extremely dangerous, because you can't fully stop a 2 or 3 man rush coming in through upper. Something's going to get down, something goofy might kind of happen. That's something to watch out for, as right now Blake once again playing on the floor. Gun, where is that being built up? I'm not even sure I see
full
it.
apartments rotate, coming through from the offense of run it back. They're sending everyone through here, but Mori gets stuffed in the doorway and taken down. Blank will get butter knife, but Jaycee trades his life for that. High ground control being retaken as Exile with a good sticky kill onto Mako. Leaf not able to find anything, and with Poseidon losing the SVS, Witness Gaming repel that pressure with ease.
Poseidon finds Melon though. Died, I think. It must have been a fall damage, I think, from Melon. The Pyro being dead, though, could potentially be big, as Foxy's up on Uber. We'll see if they go through upper. No, it looks like it's just going to be Chalk playing an upper for now. They'll probably go for a tunnel Uber again. Could be coming through right now.
Jaycee goes down to the gun, though, so no Sapper able to come onto that one. Scout left out to dry. Birdo's just dead. Uber finds nothing in the tunnel as Exile going to stalk him with stickies. Yeah, this is the kind of the follow-up play that normally happens, but with no damage or distraction going on at all, they can't walk through here. The entire team is looking at them.
Yeah, they need pressure from tunnel to distract the ground players. Yep, there it is, and there they go. Chalk jumping through.
trying to get in on the Blue Hours, not going to be able to find the kill. Poseidon does get the kill on the Lenny, though. Exile dead too. That is Sniper and Demo Man down.
They gotta take enough
the
gun now.
Push off of, yeah, they need to get the gun off of side tunnel. It's full, but Hyphen is not. Gets an arrow though. Big heads
and
up.
Blink has a banner too, so he's just gonna solo on the cart right now, deny it entirely by himself. Look at this, Birdo's in behind, can't do anything with that level 3 gun wrangled his way, but they don't want to stop right now. The offense of Run It Back want to keep going out this tunnel. Gun taken low, but still alive. It will finally get taken out by that lockdown level with a 2K coming through from Poseidon. They're gonna get damage. Mako bombing it over the top, finds Blake and Exile. That's the kills they need to get this cap going. Gonna lose a few on the back out, including their medic. Fox didn't get sniped by Lenny, but getting that second cap is what they wanted. 4:25 through 2, a pretty decent start for Witness Gaming here.
Yeah, Mori already forward, no, only stickies on the right spawn, level 1 up by Hyphen, but
Jay-Z has
not
comms on this.
doing too much as
Huge
Lenny
pick.
lands the shot. Yep. Yeah, getting the med there is, plus the demo now later, Lenny single-handedly stopping this roll. Gonna let Witness Gaming probably get set up on third, and Blank jumping up into Boiler finds Poseidon. So no sniper to keep them penned into the bunker either, and we've got a third hold in full swing.
Yeah, that snipe onto the dome, and it cannot be overstated how important that was, because if Mori's able to just lay sticks on that, you're thinking about giving it up if you are Witness Gaming. Remember, we saw them on Saturday hold third against Squirgate for so long, so much time you don't normally expect to get on this map, and now they're going to be able to do it again. Jay-Z nearly going to escape thanks to that Spicicle. Hyphen going to go down, though. Defensive Engineer means that Sentry Gun is dead. It's already been destroyed by Mori's stickies. Now,
Blake!
out of this red room,
Gets double piped by Mori!
GG walks in as well. Kills Exile and Melon. That's some engineer gaming right there. And all of a sudden, the drive pressure just destroys Witness Gaming. Their third hold is no more. They're just going to have to back all the way up to fourth.
Yeah, I like when teams get aggressive, hold their med on the big boilers outside, but Blake just too far up, peeking the sightline from Mori in IT. Gets double piped. You lose your med like that, the hold's going to collapse right around it. Now Mori already getting aggressive here. Onto the ramp on fourth. Mako jumping up behind. Gun being built. Mako not even choosing to go behind. Gets sniped though. Lenny from the shutter. Gonna be a menace here. No one in position to take him out. Here comes the bomb and Uber forced out.
Yeah, popped over the top of that aluminum sheeting. Level 3 gun taken lower, but kept alive for now. Probably dead to that and forced from Jay-Z. And Jay-Z wants to go for the sniper too, but look at this Melon defending, but it doesn't matter. Poseidon winning that SVS, getting more space for his team, standing on the rock, ready to headshot anyone. Yeah, Mori's dead. Look at the Soldier coming in. So is Jay-Z. They're trying to do all the damage they can. Stab doesn't come through. Mako not going to get any damage. Now Fluor is walking back out here. Fish goes down on the back end, but now walking out of the ramp is Witness Gaming. They're getting all this space back.
Yep, and that is... Oh, I heard him take damage. I thought it was going to be Foxy dying, but no, just taking a little bit of damage on the backup. They do find Lenny again, though. Double pipe that lock and load coming up huge for Mori. The gun's a little bit more forward, but they're going to force the Uber out. It's going to be Foxy running back to spawn. No one on the chase. They will make it back. Pablo probably caught out here. Does not get the arrow. Goes down.
Exile's low.
Everyone's dead. And yeah,
he could get chased by the spy.
Back.
Gets an arrow just in time. Shot gonna get stabbed in the meantime, but with multiple players down from Witness Gaming, there's a lot of pressure. Bomb in from Blank, looking for the sniper. Will find him and escape. No, will get taken down by Birdo. Speaking of which, that cart almost got rolled all the way up, but Exile gonna take down that scout. Jay-Z dead. GG dead. Lenny up here going on a tear. Uber forced to pop out here from Run It Back. They're trying to get spam over the top here. A lot of damage dealt onto these combo players, but Lenny's still standing tall. They can't move.
Yeah, that Uber really does nothing for them. They only lose the heavy. Fish decloaking on cart. Doesn't even have anyone to stab. He actually kind of baits himself. He gets the spice pop and runs back. And then Lenny, still alive, gets the shot onto Foxy right before Poseidon wins the SPS. Cart getting up, and Fish from behind not going to stop the cap. So he finally comes across, but 7:46. A lot of time milked out of third and fourth here from Witness Gaming. And not to mention, Blake going to be sitting on full ad as Foxy just started healing someone. So much better showing we're seeing from Witness than a week ago.
Yeah, this is already a better defensive time than anything they put up 1 week ago, and they still have a whole point to go, full Uber to go, so definitely looking better tonight. You see right now Lenny posted up on the outside of Blast. Uber has to get charged up for Foxy, so we might see a lot of dry cart pressure coming through. Everyone kind of scared to touch that right now. There is a threatening sniper and a sentry gun. They're actually going to full walk down. There's Jay-Z decloaking onto Lenny and the pipes onto the sentry. Gonna force that counter.
This is so big. The great reflex from Leaf, too. Prevent them from even dropping down to chase. I think he reflect air shot Exile with the pipe. And they're just walking back in on card.
It was heavy.
Getting levitated, but he's get the cover, and they're just going to tap it in.
Yeah, full Uber to no Uber does not matter. Run it back. Just just chatting the cart, walking it in. Chalk doing so much damage from underneath. Leaf, fantastic reflex to stall that Uber, making sure it gets nothing. And you know, with 7:45 through 4, you're thinking this is going to be a really good time for Witness, especially with that full Uber ad, but in the end, sub 9 still very doable for Swiftwater.
Witness almost got held for this long on last alone against Skortye in that
is true.
legendary Alamo hold. No, Mako, not too hot on the scoreboard, but had a huge bomb there. Just caught the gun wrangled at maybe a bad time, had a whip come through, jumped up, killed Lenny, made everyone look backwards. And it was just enough space to walk in that the cart got up, a couple people got caught out, it forced the Uber out. Leaf had those phenomenal reflex, and then they're able to just tap it in. Chalk as well played that fight so well because he stuck close to his own left side, which allowed him to look up and potentially shoot people that were going to drop down, but he was not able to get spammed by the demo man. And just a really heads-up play to know to, you know, play that kind of overhang, don't let yourself get spammed out, and then kill the people dropping down, you know, visible from people above.
Yep. Now on the defense will be run it back, trying to hold their about 9-minute time. Remember that when these two teams played last week, Witness Gaming also found 7-minute times consistently against the run it back defense. So they're kind of in uncharted territory right now. These two teams likely haven't had to defend for this long against each other on this map in their practice and definitely not in matches. But with the gates down, Lenny going to go out wide and peek onto Leave, gets that headshot. As Cart going to be moving up that hill ×3 in just 1 second.
Floors in the river, tries to get some spam, but stabbed out by Jay-Easy. Will take the freebie.
Lost their gun already.
Yeah, I don't think it's too much of a concern, especially if they can they're getting kills onto Blank and Fish here. Birdo gonna go down though, so a lot of the people who would contest this cart will not be alive for it. But wait to see if an SVS comes in onto cart, see if they can get anything. Chalk playing in the house too. Gonna take out Pablo. Yeah, that's
and he gets the pad.
Dead. Gets the
still
pad.
Alive. Yeah, look at this. Hyphen gonna die as well with the Scout and NG dead. That's the cart pushes down, and Poseidon's back, shoots Melon off the cart. Chalk finally cleaned up, but Mako avenges him immediately. Blank is dead, and they're getting their mileage. Look at this, gets Lenny too. Mako is a monster on this house. Jay-Z along with him. Fish gonna go for the decloak, 2-rocket immediately. Mako on a 3K, just controlling all this space by himself.
Birdo
and a
fights
banner?
blue and lower. Banner
Banner
Mako
already.
popped out already. They're going to keep holding this cart. They have already milked more than 1:10, and the cart isn't even that close to being capped. You see, I still have Mako, Birdo, and Jay-Z all playing aggro on this. Everyone on Witness isn't spawn.
Yeah, I'm sure multiple of their players have already had multiple deaths on the board, and Card isn't even on capped first yet. So level 3 gun rebuilt by GG, getting wrangled out here. Poseidon headshots Pablo again, and here's Mako.
Mako trying to come in, take Hyphen, probably goes down to Blank here, but that's just more cappers dead. Less bodies means that all it takes is one shot coming in from Poseidon. They can keep this, but Lenny finds the leave. Poseidon though onto Melon, another body. Jay-Easy just taking out the revolver, trying to shoot Lenny on card, and misses. Gets 180. Nice shot by Lenny as first will finally come in, but Zach, that's 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's so much the time already off the clock. Fantastic hold early coming out of run it back on first. Now it's about how they can transition into their second defense. XL headshot by Poseidon, that's a huge one. Gun now has time to build. If XL had one sticky on that, it would have gone down immediately.
But that said, Lenny continuing the sniper dominance, finds the shot on to Poseidon. That's going to be a long spawn, too. That maybe gives them a window. A lot of people coming into upper right now.
Look how aggressive they're playing in tunnel. Mori will jump back with the call that the combo's coming through upper. Here comes the Uber through apartments. No one's there to quite sub. Pablo dropped, actually. Great flash onto Leaf. Going to save his life, and they're just going to herd this team back. Melon, 1 HP, but Shutter does close in time. And that was a really good exchange coming out of Witness, Run It Back.
Yeah, just I thought they might have been able to come in, you know, too quickly and get control of upper, but they ended up having to use their just enough people spotting it, and perfect rotates in from Rib. They're able to hold upper and raise that Uber. Yep, Sap on the gun.
Look at the kill, thanks to that
we'll go down.
load.
Fish dies for it though. As combo drops down, and watch out, good damage on the box.
Dead.
Fox already dead. They
Blake's
just
dead.
walk out. That's exactly what they need. Birdo went around and killed Blake on the side though. Tun's dead, but it's 7 dead on Rib. Well, only 3 dead, 4 Witness. This is gonna be a cap.
Yeah, really amazing pressure from all avenues coming out of Witness. They had people walking in apartments, main tunnel, side tunnel. They just crunched down onto that defense from Run It Back. Wiped basically everyone. Even though they lose Blake, it will be fine in the end as they do get that second capture. That long first push made up for easily by 2-shotting second there.
Yeah, you do want to see that. And I feel like I've got some thoughts on that Swiftwater second floor hold. I think it's got an expiration date. Seems to get smarter, but look at this. They're not even spawning on third.
They're coming out fourth through tracks, but look at this angle from Lenny. I've never seen a sniper play there, but it's such a great
Sniper's never
spot.
had to play there, probably. Once the defense ever chokehold on Swiftwater, they will be bombing Mako over the top. He's going to be a bit of an alternate angle, but Fish in the backline going to be able to call out where all these players are. And it looks like Rip aren't backing off. They want to keep holding this one close. This does revolve around Mako. He needs to be able to control this exit, because if a sniper flanks out wide, everyone here is vulnerable. XL going for the sack. One sticky, so much damage to the Foxy, explodes the hand of Blank.
Yeah, it's just that play only works when you know that the sacks are coming. Foxy cannot sit in that corner and just let themselves get splashed off the wall.
Oh, my Lenny.
More shots coming out of Lenny. Doesn't even need to be on cause to be a monster. The one bright side, though, is that because it was a forward hold, there was no card time. Really short spawns on Swift fourth. Everyone's already back up.
Yeah, but Blake has full Uber. They're going to walk up here. Pop to save from the spy backstep. XL getting blasted forward. We're going to catch you in time. And yeah, Fish gets the kill onto Foxy. Birdo, Mori all dropping in short order. That Uber was overwhelming. Run It Back could not even get out of the ramp. And this is going to be a snowball through fourth for Witness Gaming. 4 minutes left and blazing speed coming through.
Maybe. Poseidon up on Shutter. Exile dead. The spawners are coming back in. Chalk stayed alive. They're just now getting the card up the ramp.
Melon reflects all these rockets from Mako. It's on the scout. Birdo needs to get the kills here, and Will with the help of GG and Poseidon. But Blank on the call. Rockets, can anyone stall it? The answer is no. There's the cap. Blank, last man alive on it.
You really wanted to hold that a little bit longer if you were ribbed
gun.
there. Yep, get another minute, and yeah, Hyphen on some engineer hunt, engineer violence. It's the NG and his gun. So nothing to set up early on last. Fish already cloaked in behind, but he's been sniffed out. Shot finds him, he gets blasted back down. Probably going to survive for the time being, but we'll have to reset on that timing. But 3 minutes left for last. Saw Witness struggle with this against Squirtier, but it's not any, comfortable position you'd like to be in.
Yeah, and it's finally an even Uber for the defense of Run It Back. They will have a chance to pop in counter. Here comes the Uber from Witness outside the left flank. They're going to be stopped at the door by Leaf, though. Sticky going to send him skyward, but Witness really getting no damage in this Uber. Flash to Chalk, but Chalk caught out. He's just going to go down immediately, and that's so much health off the cart. No more Fitz heavy. Other people have contested. Mori taken solo and shot down. Here's the spy. Here's the damage. They're going to get the cart. The cart, no one's there. It's going to get capped. And Witness Gaming take round one on Swiftwater.
2 minutes on first, the rest of the map in 4. Averaged a minute per point going through after they got that first hold down. And I mean, second to me was just shocking because I thought you were going to see a good hold coming out from Rib. I mean, third, they snowballed. That aggro hold on fourth, I do not think is the play. If you cannot play that, if all it takes is one sack and you lose 3 players off of it.
I think if you do that and you play your soldier up there top right, your gun should not be wrangled. Your gun should be ready to deny sackers. But the gun was wrangled by GG, and both bombing classes just got in there, basically taking no damage as they rounded that corner.
You need a spy behind looking to call those sacks that your med can back up, because the corner that Foxy died in there is just splash heaven.
It's a death trap.
You cannot dodge a projectile there. If the sack is coming, you know that, and it's coming, you need your med to back further up. Or just pray that the enemy explosive classes miss their shots, and that's not going to happen when it's Exile and Blank. I've seen it theorized before. Some people have told me about it. I am not a fan. The med there is just too vulnerable.
Yep, logs up on your screen. The thing that I want to kind of point out is we saw on their first defense, Mako was going crazy with a 5K. 9 total kills means he got 4 kills in the rest of the map, offense and defense. That is not enough impact coming through from Mako.
Agreed, yeah. He had that good bomb at last, but I mean, even then that was 1 kill coming through there, so really needs to get more. Compare that to Blank with 21, just getting kills across the board. Won the Soldier v Soldier 7 times. It was 7-2 in the Soldier v Soldier. That's a Blank top fragging Mako almost at the bottom of his team. Both demos not too high on the frag list, but Chalk also far down there, whereas Flu definitely higher, so... I mean, outperformances pretty much across the board, I would say. I mean, Poseidon as well, not having a bad game by any means at 17 and 10, but Lenny just top fragging as well, tied with Blank, 21, all the way up there. Won the SVS tied 4-4 actually, but also Poseidon of his 17 kills, 7 on the Pyro, which.
Yeah, see, you're saying outperformances across the board. I see 1. That's the other way for Run It Back. Leaf. 11 and 9 definitely had some high moments. Melon is 1 and 10. That is just a not fun game to play as Pyro. Some of them are just deaths stacking onto cart. I remember she died, I think, 3 times pushing first for those 10 deaths, but it was just not a good game coming out of Melon. But either way, if you win, if your team wins and you're on Pyro and you feel like you were in those Ubers, you're probably doing enough. But yeah, maybe clean up a bit of the careless deaths. Don't say Kerrigan in chat.
Oh no! It was 1 in 10, not 1 in 15.
Is Melon the IGL now?
Yeah, no, I mean, much better from Witness, because the question was, are they going to be able to function without Jacob? And the answer clearly is yes. Their defense was solid. I think they were looking for, you know, the Mako chalk, push through upper, drop down through the window, which it felt like got them twice in a row almost on last week, and they were ready for it. They were ready to kind of levitate chalk up there, make sure he doesn't come in and kill Blake. Compare that to Rib, where they had Foxy sitting in the corner on second, and Witness just like 9-manned out of tunnel. Said, all right, you know, your gun's up. Whether your gun's up or not, you can only shoot one person at a time. There's a med in a corner very close to us, and you can't deny an entire team.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to get right into the second half here, and with that 1-0 start, Witness Gaming only 1 round away from upsetting Runetback's map pick, going up 1-0, heading into their favorite map of product. So, you know, I'd say that things are getting kind of dire for Runetback at this point. You feel like you got to equalize here, otherwise you have no idea if the rest of the match is even winnable, and you do not want to be put in the bracket reset scenario where all of a sudden Witness have map add on you, and if it were to be a 2-0 for Witness, then you wouldn't even be sure about your Swiftwater pick. What do? Because Vigil's getting permabanned, Swiftwater all of a sudden feels shaky to you. Where do you go in that bracket reset if it comes through?
I mean, yeah, because as well, you already established you can't play Asheville. You don't want to play Steel. You've got Fruit and Upward.
Yeah, and no one's been playing Upward this postseason. I mentioned it to Alto when we were talking in the pregame, but it feels like no team tried to incorporate Upward into their map pool at all. Granted, it is a week 1 map, so teams tend to shy away from those as they haven't scrimmed them, practiced them in a long time. But I still feel like in a situation like this for Runetback, if you know that your map pool may not be the biggest, setting up on Upward when you're already a stopwatch specialty team might be a really good knockout pick. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Right now, they got to play Swiftwater, and if they lose this round, it's going to be that 0-1 start.
Yeah, I mean, we saw really good first defense from Rib start off last time, over 2 minutes, but it pretty much collapsed right from there, so...
Oh no, Mako dead already.
Lenny, yep, already finding Mako's not the best part for this. He's one of those players that just harass the cart non-stop, and it looks like he will not be alive for that. And
Mori dead as well.
Another kill onto Mori, Lenny already starting out hot.
Yeah, Gun gets 150 by Lenny, has to get Rescue Rangered back, and well, we saw a 2-minute hold from Runetback at no cost last round. It's going to be the fastest first push we've seen in quite a while. It's just Chalk here, but Backstab seeked out Witness Gaming, making all the adjustments they needed to in that short halftime.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to say they could try the same thing. Chalk clearly got stranded there because everyone else just got sniped out. Birdo got caught out. Mori got caught out. Mako got caught out. You know, sniped out. No one there to even harass Cart, and you're going to see what was over 2 minutes. Now it's 57 seconds.
Yep, sub 1 minute time on first there for Witness Gaming, now moving into where Swiftwater really gets going. Level 3 setup for this defense here. GG has it on the bridge. Yeah, they're going to push straight through. This time Pablo not getting dropped, gets enough of that beam, but stranded in the corner. Mori body blocking him out the window. Has to go out lower. Will take out Chalk. That's a really big kill to find for the repush. Pablo will lose his life for it in the end, but again, that heavy is a good pick.
I mean, really, I think that's just to get the Uber down. They're not too concerned about it because now Foxy drops down, and we need to see something out of Rib that's going to stop Foxy from getting 9-man. Yeah, exactly. And look, Fluid and Blank are up here. Here comes the drop down. Already, Fish get a kill. That's going to be a nuke.
You cannot go to your lower hold when Chalk is dead. No one's holding upper. It's just the Soldier. The Soldier can't stop both players from coming out the window, and they just lose their medic immediately. Run it back, kind of in desperation mode. But here's the Spy. Jay-Z making up for it with a double kill onto Blake and Hyphen. Perfect plays coming out of the playmakers for Run It Back to keep them alive on second. Witness Gaming trying to get some more time here, but Jay-Z gets another one onto Pablo. XL dead as well, and the cleanup crew does their job.
Fish coming through up top, gonna get Chuck, and now look, Blank and Flu, round 2 in upper.
Yep,
Birdo jumping around.
It's just a pyro.
And yep.
Soldier, yeah, they're just uppers uncontested. You can't play here. You're gonna get window bombed over and over again. This time it's Blake getting a lick of that medic, and now Uber Disad once again. Run it back. They're trying to get control back. They do have some time, but eventually they will lose out to this Uber.
I'm telling you, Zach, I really think this floor hold has a time limit on it, and I think it's soon.
You need
Because
upper
it's
control.
so... And even if you have this heavy and a soldier, then what happens if you send 3? You know what I mean? Like, the heavy's only going to be able to kill 1. The soldier can get damage, probably can't kill someone if they're buffed. Like, that med on the floor is really vulnerable.
Yeah, and they're playing
I think
back out
teams are
right
gonna
now.
capitalize. Yep.
Yeah, run it back, playing to leave. I think that's perfectly fine. You're not going to be able to hold this in the end, so just try to get a third hold here. It is a holdable point. You want to make up some time where you can, but with Lenny opening with an SVS onto Poseidon, things might get hairy soon, especially because Blake has Uber. Half health on Blake, though. Blake taken low. We'll be fine for now.
Yep, just going to regen a little bit. Uber popped out in IT. They're dropping down. Leaf's going to do his best to spam it. And, ooh, Fish coming in behind. It's Mori and Leaf. No air blast, no demo here. The gun in the spawn door. Going to have to get pulled. Fish, no opportunity to snap. His third's a roll, so a minute per point once again for Witness Gaming. And, yeah, Blank already up on the cap.
Yeah, and he's just up there, doesn't take any damage. It's such a nuisance to deal with. They have to be wary about Blank. Look at this. Mako gonna wrap around, try to get him killed. Chalk will see him out for now, but Uber forced out on the defense here, trying to unfold kill Blake. Blake, 1 HP. Can there be a sticky? Rolls into a roller, and Mori will take him down.
Getting the med pick there is massive because you need to stabilize right now. You need to get 2-3 minutes on this point, 2-3 minutes or more on last, and you cannot get that if you have this ad. But great use of the offensive the ad Uber there from the defensive ad Uber, I should say. They get the med pick there, but gotta make sure they don't bleed here to just the 9-man up tracks.
Yeah. Lenny's scoped up in the house. I hear headshots ringing out. Jay-Z caught in the back lines. Will not be able to do anything for now. Mori taken very low. Needs to get some heals so he can peek onto these players. 65%. Huge SVS win by Poseidon. They're shutting down that sniper. Now run it back and flank out wide. Exile, 1 HP. Ball misses. He's going to get out with his life. Nope. Poseidon takes him down.
Yeah, it felt like that SBS win was long overdue, but came at the perfect moment for Rib, because they can back up a little bit, get health, and there's really nothing Witness can do with those long silence. Mako popped up, but will land and survive. Pablo gonna burn out, and Witness kind of has to go back to the drawing board here. Blake about to come up on Uber. We should see an exchange shortly, but look at Poseidon. Has a pretty aggro angle right onto the tracks here. Might get someone coming through.
Yeah, Lenny gonna go up into that staircase angle, see if he can find anyone, but Jay-Z should see that sniper crossing over into the house, so hopefully for run it back, no one's gonna get picked off carelessly by that one. Uber up for Blake and Witness, gonna take this one right up tracks.
Yep, used pretty early. They're
Blake is gone.
Yeah, Blake just gets launched out. He's gonna get someone to open the shutter.
Them players on tracks have no flashes. They will get Jay-Z in the backline, but health really low. A lot of these players, Melon will get taken down. Floor is taken low. Here comes the banner out of the defense, and Gun will get taken down by that Sapper, but here comes the repush.
Yeah, I mean, that said, the banner is keeping everyone healthy. Flu walking up, cannot find any... Actually, no, he does get 2 kills. I'm wrong. Didn't see those pop up, but still no territory to be had. Cart just now kind of getting past the heavy head glitch. And we're seeing Rib really start to stabilize here. Poseidon, another SBS kill onto Lenny. That is massive.
Yeah, props to run it back for overcoming that third tax that came from having Uber decide. Poseidon, he's starting to warm up into this match, getting a 6K right now. Blue Aura is taken down on the corner. Leaf and Mori will drop, though. Pretty decent kills, but Jay-Z finding that medic in the back line will make sure they have a massive advantage to work with.
Yep, and I mean, it is so big that the SVS ones are coming through, but also you cannot have Ubers like that from Witness, where, I mean, yes, your med got launched. They had no positioning in that anyway. Uber, there are some points that defense needs Uber on, like second here. Fourth is not one of them. You need that on offense to cover ground and to get presence. You cannot just cycle Ubers like this. The defense is going to win every time.
Yep. Great by the cleaver. Oh. Birdo hitting the mark with that one. And with no demo man, it's so hard for Witness to take any space here. They're hoping on Lenny that he can finally win an SBS. He's in this house, but Poseidon smartly not taking it. He's just scoping down in main. Birdo will get punished though. Lenny full body shotting him there. So 1-man ad for the side of Witness, but still no Uber. Here comes the spike. Sap in with the extra. Oh, sticky onto Foxy. Insta drops him. There is no reacting to that.
That is so well coordinated here. There's going to be some Rib players staying in to try to, maintain the appearance of the defense. Blank trying to go behind, get sniped out, but Blake coming up on 95 needs to stay alive and keep this. Actually get some rolling into last. I mean, great fourth hold overall from Rib. Crazy way to lose it. But they still need to put their foot down here because they're probably only looking at 6 minutes before. 7, actually.
Rib didn't even do anything wrong there. That's just Exile pulling off a grand finals worthy play. instant 150 damage onto the medic. There is no reacting to that, and Witness Gaming gonna break that stalemate off of it. Now with a 7:15 time, that's pretty close to the same pace they were on, a bit faster even from last round, and now building up. Full Uber will have a 30% add to work with. Right now, Foxy gonna try to charge as fast as they can to hopefully get an even Uber, but Witness Gaming preparing for their push.
50 cloak coming in.
Sap
Whips the
on.
stab onto Leaf, but gets the sap off as the Ubers come up the stairs.
98.
Yep, Foxy gets in time, drops down with Mori and Birdo. Frags being traded on both sides, slightly better for Rib right here, and they're going to be able to kite that back out safely.
Oh no!
Defense, no! Not
Foxy was
safely.
trying to arrow Rennie to get him to hit stun so she could cross, but Rennie just hangs in there and plays for the body shot. That's some poise coming from the Witness sniper.
Yeah, that stinks because you don't want to stay on the stair side. You know you're not going to be safe there, but you got to cross. No one's there to pressure. Kind of a lose-lose situation. Blank coming in, touching the cart, make sure it doesn't roll back any further. They have gotten far enough that the pit has opened. So it will be, though, 40 add for Blake right now. Likely going to see some slow play as they get positioning set up into lobby. 80% now. Uber should be coming soon.
Yeah, Blake taking low, has to go for Blake is 1 HP. Any chip would take him down. Anyone through the window could kill this medic at 95, but will get a sandwich from the heavy. We'll be getting that full Uber charge, and it looks like Witness Gaming want to flood out this top area, but Mako is doing a lot of damage. They will force the rotate over to the other side. Will get called out by the scout. Looks like now they want to go lower. Early pop up the
Look,
ramp.
Foxy's already 95. They've lost their ad. And the soldier going to come in, not going to be able to find anything other than fish.
They still
Uber
have.
now popped out. Yep, a late use Blake. Going to get mulched in the bottom of the staircase that Uber just popped out to save people. Now look, Flu trying to come
Headshot.
in from up top, forced out, as you said, by that headshot. And great job by Rip to hold in there. I feel like Witness wanted to push, like, you know, their own top left, and they said, wait a second, the Pyro's up. We can't do that. It's going to be a waste of ad. They waited long enough. Foxy was able to build and catch up.
Yeah, that Uber ad, it was not massive, but it was still good enough for Witness to get through, but just not able to put together the push in time. Props to the Pyro and props to Mako for
Fish
forcing
sniffed
them out.
Yep,
Yeah,
tried to
that's-
go for a decloak, but
The cart is rolling back right now. Fish will end up going down to it. Exile gonna try and get spam onto this cart, but still rolling back. No one has even touched the cart right now. And with Poseidon winning that SVS, Run It Back are free to peek as they please. Somebody touch that cart, guys. You're losing precious time.
yeah, they're too busy crusting Jay Easy back out on fourth. Man's
Exile
got an
tap it,
army
thank you.
after him. They're playing Manhunt.
Yeah, will be fine that back there with the Cloak and Dagger, though, so able to just keep feeding his team those comms. Mori, I think, ate a body shot on the way out. Will get out of the pit safely with his life. So now Blake on 80% Uber Witness Gaming. They've been stalled here for a while. All of a sudden, Run It Back pretty happy with how this round is going, but they want even more.
Yeah, I mean, time is really ticking up there. Exile finding Poseidon is going to be a huge pick. That is not
Immediate
something
Uber.
that should just happen, as yet they come in from the paint side. Blank already dead, and this Uber's not going to find any kills other than the gun. Exile now trying to re-push, but the banner popped out from Mako. Card time not really that close. Blake already dead. Birdo finding 3 from behind. Still alive, too. Fish now and Pablo on cart. They're going to go. Birdo finally gets taken out. A level 3 on gun is going to be a nuisance, but the cart's not close enough that they have to stay in it.
Yeah, Run It Back just holding strong, not dropping anyone in those Uber exchanges. Banners are perfect out of Mako, and now going to be continuing their defense.
Good pipes to take out that level 3.
Pablo almost gets that tap. They want to make sure this cart doesn't start rolling back. It's about time for the spy to just play suicide on cart. Looking like he will
She's
be on
getting
it.
it so far.
Yeah, they're
drop
gonna
down.
got 3. That is
Look
so
how far
close,
they
actually.
scored.
Yeah, Furo is walking, taking the advantage. Exile gonna go 2. They're just getting all the kills, and it's gonna be too many players on that cart pushed over. Props to Fish for getting on it, but too much time was taken to react for Run It Back, and they're gonna lose that one pretty unceremoniously, but it is still an over 11-minute defense.
Yeah, much better coming out of Rib right here. I mean, compared to, you know, what was their time before? Probably 7 minutes from Witness, maybe?
Witness last round pushed like a 7:48 or something.
Yeah, seems about right. So, definitely much better there. You know, it really wasn't good until 4th either. They really pulled it together on 4th and then on last. Multiple Uber disad situations they were able to kind of turn around. So, Witness definitely looking more mortal in this round than they did before. You got plenty of time here. Take this and, you know, put us on the golden half.
Yeah, Run It Back in good situation to even things up right now. Going to be swapping over to that offense. They have pushed quite frequently 6-7 minute times against Witness. So, you know, last round didn't go their way. They'll be looking to remedy that here. Are there any crit stickies out? I didn't hear any. I don't think, have either of these teams been putting crit stickies down?
Yes, I think Rib did on defense there. I've seen at least one crit so far.
Yeah, but I'm interested to see here how Forward Witness Gaming play, because both teams have shown a lot of willingness to just walk out of tunnel onto first, contest that cart, fight for those extra seconds. So likely going to try to do it again. They already have a lot of people playing kind of in front of this house. Lenny scoped up in the window, doesn't find his first shot, but no one quite did in the round just yet as cart starts to move.
By Fish playing so far.
Oh, Lenny
like
piped.
With an early
Excellent
depot,
piped.
gonna find Poseidon. But yeah,
Murray just
Lenny,
nuked the
Exile,
combo.
and Fish now all dead, dude. Those locking mode pipes have been a nuisance throughout all the playoffs.
It is so much damage. If you have the spam angles, you just hit 300 damage instantly or more. And look at this, they're chasing the combo or the flank players of Run It Back, getting super aggressive, and no one dying either, playing their lives in the tunnel, getting that space instantly. That's really great aggression.
I think that Leaf's in there too. I mean, Pyro at this point, like, what else are you gonna do other than walk forward and maybe get space or maybe die for it? Even if you do, I mean, you'll spawn
You're
up.
gonna be shooting
on
detonators looking for the spy, but if the spy's dead, then your job is free. But now we will see Foxy and Co gonna be pushing that cart out of tunnel. We've seen them take multiple tunnel Ubers, and looks like that's what they want to do again. Mori trying to walk forward out of here. Sentry gun again above that side tunnel, pipes it very low before the Uber even starts. And they're just gonna, Chalk walked out of tunnel, looking for it, but will go down. So will Mako. Looks like they're trying to dry it to force the Uber, but plan not quite working out.
Oh, Mori getting hit really low. Gonna have to get a pack there, cut off from Foxy a little bit. And yeah, really nothing doing for now. No pressure upper either. Nothing to work off of is... Where is Jay Easy? Because he's the one you want to look for right now. He's making his way behind. Uber popped out though from tunnel.
Yep, focus onto the sentry gun early, taken low, but it's just been such a nuisance. Jay's gonna get that sap on just in time. Will get taken out, but counter Uber will be enough to save everyone on the side of Witness Gaming. Chalk and Berto and Mako unsuccessful through the apartments. Blue Aura standing tall.
Know it's coming and they're just adapting to it right now. Second's really gonna, I think, gonna be the big hurdle right now for Rib as it stands. They just have had no openings thus far.
Yep. On the bright side, Foxy staying alive means they'll have another even Uber situation, although we've seen a lot of success come on these dry pushes. They rotate up to apartments,
Exile
and another
bleeds
cleaver
out.
hits onto Exile. Berto has been money with these knives, taking down the enemy Demoman, and now they're trying to force it through. Soldier going over the top, Mako clears some space, will force his way through. Big rockets coming through, and the scattergun shots from Pablo are better. Mako and Chalk gonna go down.
Foxy trapped in at 80. No one held the door.
Oh, that is so unfortunate for the side of Run It Back. When you have the pick onto Exile, you feel like you can walk forward, but you could not get through that choke. Blank was holding it, Pablo was holding it, and Fluorus with the cleanup just shred everybody.
Jay Easy right now deep into third, cycling some ammo packs. But yeah, Foxy was like 88 there. Cannot have your medic go in there when there's no one to hold the door.
Your medic should be holding the door, if anything.
Exactly.
Your medic does not have to walk through that. Just stay in the back, be ready to back
And
out.
I mean, it wasn't like they were getting baited and they had one kill onto Exile. That was it. That is not enough to just
Yeah, you
flood
can
in.
peek
But
through, look
Sap
for more.
onto the gun. Mako's just gonna jump up, kill it. Hyphen dead as well. That was a really slick
Mori's
little
jumping
play.
too. Mori looking for the sniper. He has so much damage. Gets Lenny. Helps to get Hyphen. Will get taken down. And there's the counter Uber. It is forced out of Blake.
That little sap and jump from Mako directly out of the side tunnel was so slick. Because he just penciled himself up, landed on the gun, killed it, killed Hyphen. Then there's nothing stopping Mori from just jumping up. Nothing to shoot him out of the air. And now Pablo's dead as well. Lots of players spawning up. This looks like it's going to be Rip's time. That said only 90. Got to keep an eye
Jay-Z's on the
Foxy
sniper here.
Uber.
He's actually going for the med. Jay-Z does get the sniper. Lenny taken down. In the meantime, banner popped out by Blank here. Gonna jump forward onto tunnel. But Fluorus is dead. No heavy, no medic. There's the kills from
Mako
Mako
finds
finally finding his way.
And
Yep,
Foxy, great milk there, not using to this as... Ooh,
26.
Another spook coming in from Pablo, but not going to be enough. They're going to hold this Uber 7.5 minutes
And there's Mori
now.
with the spawn
Mori's
camp.
already got stickies, yet there you can see they're just heading to fourth. That's going to be Lenny holding open the spawn shutter. Maybe tries to get a kill, but probably going to be forced back sooner rather than later.
Do they know? I don't think they've actually seen him yet. He does take a
Mori,
shot. They should know.
careful.
Yep, spy on him. They do know he's there. Leaf didn't get the memo. That's not a big loss.
Gets his kill for the log, backs up. No
Yeah.
Pyro there. That said, though, I mean, Blake's still only 40. This is a full ad coming in here. They gotta watch out for these traps, though.
Yeah, around the corner. Looks like Chalk, like they're going to be a victim, but does see them, takes the wide angle, will be okay for now. Chalk, not anymore, will get a headshot. Here comes the Uber out of Mori and Foxy trying to get forward, get some damage down. Not too much going to land in the end. Jay-Z going to dead ringer through. Accidentally popped it. He has to back up. He did not mean to do that. It will be, it looks like offense trying to run it back, trying to walk further up that card. Big
Mori
hits
finds
from
Blake.
Mori. The lock and load just takes down Blake instantly. 100 damage.
That
The
is
second-
so hard to
Fox
dodge.
is one!
As I meant,
Fox is
Fox is
literally
one! No hit scan coming through though. No! I like Blank coming in, jumping just in front of the spawn doors. Foxy's gonna go down, Blank avenging his med. So, we're gonna have very little Ubers. Poseidon set up in garage right now. If he can get a pick, that could open things up. He'll miss his first shot, but will likely get many others. That gun can be spammed from the head glitch. Shock gonna find that in no time.
Yep, Hyphen dead though. Sentry Gun just gets blown up instantly. Mako unfortunate on his jump into the back lines, but they will find Fish as a trade. Here comes Blank looking for some damage, but great reflex from Leaf, just gonna shut him down. Poseidon will lose the SPS on the side though, so Lenny a huge threat. Chalk though doing tons of work.
Exile
forward.
wrangled and head glitch, just the hit
a
scan
level two.
lasers take him down, and they're gonna be forced back to last with over 5.5 left on the clock.
Yeah, this is the run it back we remember seeing last week on Swiftwater. Lenny, though, back alive, will take down Mori, so the snowball will stop here. They will find Lenny in the end, though, so that will give Poseidon some free reign. It wouldn't be Highlander without our pauses.
This has got to be attack.
Yeah, it has to be. I mean, it could be tech. It could be someone timing out, because the time... Remember, this is 90 seconds in the future. Yeah, this is
Oh,
a
that's
lag.
right, Mori's lagging.
Yeah, it's a tech pause, not tack. Yeah, the theory behind this potentially being a tack is that, like, it would take 90 seconds in the future, so it would be down to, what, at the time be like 4:15. I think 4:15 left for a last push is still way too soon to be panicking, so it makes sense that this is a tech.
Yeah, that unless they've already finished and then started up again.
What if? No, because
Yeah, no,
there'd
that
definitely be
would-
halftime downtime.
Yeah, no, they'd just re-exec in setup time if something happened. But yeah, so I guess we know that most likely a minute and a half from now they still haven't capped. So of the 540 or so that Witness is going to need to hold, they get down to at least 4 minutes. We'll see what happens from there. But you know, we just saw an Alamo 8-minute last hold come out from Squirtier. Fell in the end with only a few seconds remaining, but it is possible to hold the point for that long. And I would say if you're Witness Gaming, having seen that should give you inspiration, because that may be the only time I've seen a team hold for over 5 minutes.
Yeah, and the number one thing Witness Gaming are going to have to be careful about is letting that cart get too far, because once that cart hits the edge of the lip, and you have to constantly have players down there, those players are always vulnerable, always susceptible to going down. Then they're on spawn timers, offense gets to teleport back and continue sacking on it, and it's just a spiral to the end. So if they're able to kind of keep that cart off the edge, I think that they'll have a huge chance to do this. And they know it too. They're going to be playing for that.
And I think if there's anyone who understands how not getting the cart pushed in works at this point, it is Witness. And I should note that of that 8-minute last hold, about 7.5 minutes of it were them just 9-manning cart over and over. And Squirtier found a way to make it work. The one time they finally got it, they finally sent people upper. You know, they sent a soldier, they sent a heavy upper, I'm pretty sure. They walked everyone in on cart, and while everyone's looking, guess who pops out and wipes the team? Those players in upper, they kill on the cart, and then they drop down. And that's really what you gotta do. I mean, if you can try to catch a team snoozing and just flood tracks over and over again, but against a team like Witness Gaming, I don't know if that's a team you want to bank on, you know, falling asleep at the wheel. So you just got to make sure that you're approaching this the right way. You have pressure coming in from up top and below, making them get sandwiched in that middle lane.
Yeah, plenty of time for Run It Back to get this one across the finish line and tie us up at 1 apiece. If you're all just joining us for the grand finals, welcome. It is 1-0 for Witness Gaming on map 1. Run It Back's map pick took very convincing first round, and Run It Back did very well on their second defense, looking to make good on that time, even us up. Looks like we do have uber advantage for Blake and Witness here, so it makes sense how this is not over in the next 90 seconds at least. So Witness Gaming going to be running that clock down to probably 4 minutes in the end from when the pause comes out, so still could be a lot of Swiftwater left to play.
All right, Zach, it's that time of the pause.
Yeah?
Drip
Okay.
check.
Drip check? What is that on Blake?
Oh, never mind.
No
All right,
drip
they
check.
know. They know that we're about to reach garbage time. They unpause here. So I'm going to retry real quick if you want to take this for a sec, Zach.
Sure thing. Just Cart being pushed back down that ramp. GG moving up his level 2 sentry gun that was very impactful on 4th. Going to be looking to do more damage with it. Wrangler up, level 2 second gun for Hyphen, gonna be aiming down at that cart. Jay-Z taken down by Lenny, as Cart gonna reach that switch, open up that last hole for it to fall into. So now, Last really gonna get started here. Blake about to come up on that full Uber charge. Looks like Foxy gonna have in return, so we'll see where the run it back offense wants to take this. Looks like they're moving into lobby here. Leaf taking a lot of damage, but they do get the cross, and they're about to go in.
Yep, Uber should be popping out of the window right now. Mori gonna drop down. Good jump from Melon to get in a better spot to deny it. Gun dead already, but Mori and Chalk both dead. Cart so low, but not quite. And I mean, as far as your first push goes, that is great. Jay's coming in for Hyphen. May have actually had the stab onto Blake, but Hyphen, Mr. President, did it unknowingly. Sending the kill onto Lenny, but I mean, Cart that close, you gotta figure it's either gonna roll back or gets capped sooner rather than later, because that's the dangerous spot for it to be in.
Yeah, Melon holding WM1 in front of it, hoping to deny any spies trying to sneak in behind Jay-Z. Likely to be looking for a way around that one. Cart about to start rolling back. Jay-Z looking for, he's probably gonna dive in from upper to get a tap. No, doesn't want it. Thinks the pick is more valuable. Melon tries to detonator jump out. Will not quite get it.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. It's already rolled back so far.
Yeah.
You get the card close like that, you need to get in.
Yeah. Mori gonna walk in onto tunnel. So is Chalk, and they just blow Pablo up on the side there. Sentry gun destroyed by locking load bullets, and Leaf with the air blast is dangerous. Bird on it will force the Uber out of the defense. Cart right back up to that edge, so at least they get the Uber this time.
And Foxy's still alive. Yep, GG and Jay-Z gonna come and get some cleanup kills there that will be late spawners. Oh, is he undisguised? Might have been a team disguise. That gun was shooting him, and he just gets himself caught out. Bit of a sloppy play there. Cannot get in and tap that card. So, I mean, likely not going to matter if the Uber should come through here, but already 3:30 left. That's 2 minutes off the clock. Card about to roll back.
Yeah, we'll pick off Blank, though, which means he's not going to have any banner charge for the foreseeable future. They get Fish as well, so their movements will not be live streamed to the opposing team. It's already 79. They will get that soldier back up soon. Level 2 gun built up by Hyphen right above the edge, and Fluoris, instead of playing on the trap plate, he's playing in the corner. That might catch someone off guard. Decloak onto the gun. Jay-Z gets a flash, takes it down with the Enforcer. Pablo dies in the Uber as well. With Poseidon killing Fluoris, there's no big heavy on it.
Look at the card
sacking. That's going to be it. Yep. WM1 works out for the side of run it back with that Uber. They're going to cap things up with time to spare and tie us up at 1 apiece.
Really great shot by Poseidon to take out Fluke instantly the second he peeked out, because he was trying to hide on card, get some of the pushers and maybe buy some time, but dies instantly for his trouble. And we're tied up 1-1 on Swift, and I mean, I think the momentum's with Rib right now.
Yeah, momentum definitely with them. I would say pre-game expectations, this was the kind of game I was expecting, where Rib is doing a good job holding. We saw how good their defenses could be. And I think that they made good on that. You know, they played well as a team that first round looking... it's not an anomaly because we are 1-1 apiece, right? Who knows what could happen in the third round? But that was the stability I was expecting from running back on Swiftwater, which is a map they were confident enough to take away as their opponent's map pick coming into these grand finals.
Yeah, and I mean, it wasn't like... They still, to me, have question marks on how they're going to hold second. Because they've gotten rolled through it both times, third as well, but in this time they just really planted their flag on fourth, stood and fought around it, and it really showed that it looked like Witness didn't know what to do. I mean, first half they were trying the forward hold, Foxy died instantly. You know, alright, you write that off to, you know, the hold being either bad or not played correctly, but the more standard hold, they got, you know, I think 4 minutes off of fourth, and another 4 minutes off of last.
How often do you see a pyro top frag on a map like Swiftwater? Does not happen often.
Leaf up there?
Yeah, he top frag tied with Mori and Poseidon on their team. Lenny top frag the server at 21, but... Wait, actually, look at the kills. It's actually Witness sided by 1, it looks like. Yeah, kills... Despite that being like a 3-minute faster time for run it back, Witness game actually had more kills. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and I bet a lot of that's due to those fights that you're seeing taken back and forth on fourth, where they're getting, you know, 2-3 kills in that and not being able to push. Compare that to Rib, who was able to, you know, get a couple kills almost their first time and get fourth and not that much time at all.
Yeah, other than that, it was just really run it back, kind of coming alive on Swiftwater, which is what we were expecting from them. Again, you know, they played this map so well last Monday in that upper bracket finals, and now, tying things up, it is that golden round. Winner of this one going to take map 1 of the grand finals, going into Vita or Product with an advantage. So both teams going to definitely want to bring their A game here, because this could be a turning point in the season for Witness.
Yeah, you really, if you're a Witness, you really want to win this now, because even if you were to win, right, if you lose this and then win on both the Koth maps, that gives Rib a lot more data for the next time you guys play in the bracket reset. Whereas you win this, you say, okay, you can't play Swift, you can't play Product, you can't play Asheville, you already can't play Steel. That's more than half the maps that you already don't want to play. And we're gonna ban Vigil, which makes it 5.
What if
So
we get
it
the
puts
classic?
them in a really bad spot.
What if we get the classic Witness Gaming win this one when we think they've already gotten the bracket reset, they lose products, and all of a sudden you don't know what to think going into next week?
I would be stunned
Is
if they lost
Witness
Product
Gaming
again.
now the stopwatch team and Rib is the Koth team? Like, is that what happened here?
Yeah, they just had a Freaky Friday swap, earlier this week, and
Yeah, it's
now are succeeding on each other's map types.
That'd be the April Fool's joke, wouldn't it? But now tied at 1 apiece. Going into halftime, these teams have a lot to talk about. It's kind of hard to think too much about what they can do better in the moment, because I don't even want to say that like there's any pure like DM outclassing going on. We've seen both teams make incredible plays. It's just it feels like Run It Back were just more cohesive when it came when push came to shove on the decisive points there.
It's just that the defense was better for me. I mean, the fourth defense was so clean because they were able to just stay up, keep getting kills onto Blake, and just avoid having that bad death that costs them the point.
Yeah, as well Poseidon showing up on 4th, getting his biggest kill streak of the map. I think he had a 6k defending that point.
Yeah, multiple SVS wins onto Lenny too were huge parts of that, because it means that you get that SVS kill, you can play wide, start taking more angles, and really pinch in to anyone trying to push up the tracks there, rather than being forced to, sit back, play it passive, and be more reactive. You can just be aggressive, walk in, and really just mulch them and show why Swift 4th can be one of the hardest points to push in the game.
Yeah, and remember, that hold was only broken by Exile hitting the God Bomb, 150ing Foxy instantly with no chance to react, so if it takes up one of your key classes making an amazing play, then that's just not consistent at all. You have to be able to either do that multiple times in one round or find a different way.
Yeah, although you question if they get into that again, is Lenny going to lose the SVS that many times? Because that can be kind of your win con as well. If Lenny's able to win that SVS, get set up, and really force them back onto that ramp, then 4th suddenly no longer an issue. 4th really gets scary when the defensive sniper's allowed to have free reign.
Yep, and as we wait on the teams to hit that ready up, I do kind of want to just take stock of the players we have in the server and how they've been performing. It's been kind of like back and forth for the soldiers. I do feel like Blank has had more overall impact, but Mako has been playing well, especially in that recent half where Mako able to go into the team, get tons of damage down. They focus the right targets. We mentioned at the end there Lenny, or rather Poseidon finding a headshot onto the heavy about to contest the cart. Just when everyone's looking out for these kills, doing the right damage, makes it really easy to win. And that's what Run It Back was always so good on in Stopwatch in their previous matches. It feels like they're just always pushing the envelope and focusing the right targets.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, and that's a non-traditional spot for the heavy to be in, but as you said, they are consistently able to get these kills, able to find them out on offense and defense. Really great. I really want to emphasize the play they did on second, where Hyphen's gun was above side tunnel, J-Eazy saps it, and Mako just walks out, pencils, lands on the gun directly above him, kills it, kills Hyphen, opens the skies for Mako to sack in and get a force off, which is the play that eventually ended up winning them second.
Yeah, more of that cohesiveness is what Rib need to win these rounds and get that Swiftwater onto the board. So see if they can do that. We do have a word from Dolphin, about 45 seconds until we're in game. Although anyone who you're looking at on Witness Gaming to kind of step up, even when the team is down on momentum, who can keep making these plays to get them in the game?
I want to look at Fish, because I feel like he has been getting kills and doing his job, but maybe not going above and beyond. And I feel like he's kind of due to get some really game-changing med pick if this is going to be Witness Gaming's half. Either med pick or, some kind of chain stab or finding sniper when his team needs him to. I feel like he's been very by the book in how he's been playing.
Yeah, we've been conservative in calling his name just because a lot of his kills, some of them were pretty big. I remember a second pick he got was pretty good, but yeah, not going above and beyond, as you said. Definitely one of those playmakers who definitely can make a difference for Witness Gaming. As we're ready to go into the third half of Swiftwater, winner of this one going to take map 1 of the grand finals, going to be Witness Gaming, trying to run back defense, get a better time, while Run It Back, try to run it back and get another Blazer.
Yep, and I mean, if Run It Back wins this, they are one map away from just ending the season. Product, you know, admittedly much more in Witness Gaming's favor coming into it, but Prude is anyone's game. And I mean, that said, you know, Witness did lose on Koth to somebody help. It's possible for Rib to come in and win. You know, they've been playing well. We've seen Poseidon contest Lenny in the past. It is totally possible.
Yeah, more on that when we go on to product, but for now, it is, for Witness Gaming, you really want to put up a good performance here, because showing you have strength on stopwatch, not only would it obviously give you a good chance to win this match initially, but showing strength here makes Rib question the pick and ban going into the bracket reset, which is just, it gives you a massive advantage, especially that you're going to be the first seed. All of a sudden, they don't know what map they're safe to pick, so
Mission begins in
again,
10
Witness Gaming looking to take this one home. Need to get a good defense here. Gates
And
about to
worth
drop.
noting, in the first half, you know, I was going to say, or more so for Rib, first half, Rib's first defense was great, everything else sucked, and it was kind of the opposite in that second one, so... That said, I mean, we've seen how close Swift can come into it with everyone sacking on cart at the end. All the time you can milk on first is as good as gold, which is why we've seen teams in recent seasons so much more aggressive here. Leaf playing up in the river, gonna get taken down. Poseidon sniped out as well, but Mori finds the gun, so Blake playing in the tunnel map could be open to sacks. Lenny, though, gonna find another onto Berto, as it is just one on the cart.
Yeah, and Berto going down is huge there. That cart not getting ×3. GG even letting it roll down the hill a bit. Chalk and Mori gonna go down as well. All of a sudden, these power classes are dead. Witness Gaming could just walk out here if they want to, but it will be Mako finding a really important kill onto Pablo. And with Fish going down as well, the backline threat is non-existent. Just gonna have to deal with the sniper ahead, but crouching behind the cart with the majority of these players.
Leaf just in, I love it. Gets Lenny with the detonator. Lives just a little bit longer and lands that crit flare. Takes out the sniper. Really, really heads up play. Leaf consistently been impressive. And I mean, maybe not the biggest sniper pick there due to how this is going to work out, but just makes it safe for everyone to head out, ensures that cart gets capped in. No one's really stopping yet. Immediate force.
That is such a heads-up play by Chalk and Mako. They're like, you normally wait until the Uber goes off to pull up the upper flank. Just do it right off the bat. If you feel like a couple players dropped in that back out, there might be a gap to exploit, and they do. They exploit it perfectly, and they get that kill. With Hyphen getting revolvered by J-Eazy, that gun is vulnerable. This defense now looking super weak from Witness.
Yep, just gotta make sure they convert on this Uber. Fish gonna be sniffed out as well. Lit on fire should get chased out and goes down. Uber popped that now. J-Eazy in the spiral. Can he find anything?
Oh, he whiffs the stab.
But that said, a lot of ground gained by Mori. Jumping up now, right in onto them. Gets some good damage, but not enough. Berto, though, running into upper.
Mako.
That's gonna be enough to take out Blake. Melon gonna be next. Exile followed up. Poseidon wins that SBS onto Lenny. It is 4 alive and not a lot of health right now for Witness Gaming. Blue Walrus trapped in spiral, gonna try to gank some of it. He is sniffed out. Gets Berto as he goes down, but it is gonna be a decent sized ad for Foxy right now as they look to maybe try to snowball into third.
Yeah, run it back, completely capitalizing on that aggressive play made by their scout or their soldier heavy and spy to just get that force and get the engineer down. Look at this now, J-Eazy acting as the engineer, gonna be shooting his revolver. Poseidon will get taken down, or Poseidon will take down Lenny rather. Here's the spy dropping down, will get his knife melted, but gonna be alive to shoot this as revolver. So annoying in this choke. The rest of the team trying to walk forward and do some damage. Mori and Chalk are here. They're gonna get Pablo floated right now, is Blank, and he's in a crater.
I actually thought he was going to live that with a couple health left, but a little bit more damage there. Fish caught out as well. Blue Walrus on a bad angle, forced to run back into spawn. Maybe not the fastest snowball, but it's going to be less than a minute. 2:46 through 3. Mako's already in. Into lobby in last. Going to come down and rain havoc from
They're so
behind.
scared. They're not even walking out ramp. They're going up the staircase with a few other players. Finally, Exile going to peek out here. Spy leading the way. Will get you calls that it is clear, but Mako in the back line. They're looking for the sniper, and they're harassing the pyro too. Lenny forced to go to the back shed. There aren't very good angles for the sniper back there.
Lenny doesn't take a wide peek here and find them. Uber's traded out, though. Not going to be a problem right now as they are all invulnerable. J-Eazy caught up with it. Get the gun. It's going to be nothing stopping any bombers from coming in. Mako still behind. Drops down.
This is the Wolverine Foxy in the back, and here's the bomb from Blank. He doesn't see that medic. Foxy gonna try and get out of dodge over the top of the sheeting. Blank cleaned up by Berto, and they will get their medic out into the choke for now. But look at this, Pablo goes down, so does Fish. All of a sudden, only 5 players alive, and here's Mako. Big damage, no kills, but Lenny 1 HP, Blake half. They gotta get safe, and Exile getting sniped should be the end of the point.
I don't think Mako expected the level 1 to be up there as it kind of rerouted him, but doesn't really matter. They have more than enough. Blake is so low. Leaf in there.
My new favorite Pyro
It's
player is so
Hyphen too.
aggro in these transitions. Gets himself a free med pick.
Yeah, and Engineer too. There's no heals, there's no sentry gun. Leaf is the playmaking pyro that we need in Highlander. Just getting all the kills his team needs to keep snowballing this point. 350 through 4, it's a blazing time, and they have 60% Uber.
Yeah, again, they're keeping up the sub-minute per point pace. Lenny gonna take out Birdo to maybe slow that down, but they do have this huge ad coming up right here. Not sure where they're gonna take it, maybe going out, but look at Leaf crusting Fish all the way behind him.
So
finds him.
annoying.
The man's on a different level.
Yeah, Leaf is playing such an impressive game right now, and with the Uber Foxy has, they're going to go. They lose their engineer, not the biggest pick. They're going to go anyway up through the main area. They get the sentry gun instantly. They get Melon as well. No pyro to air blast these players. Any of the spam. Mori's doing a lot of damage, but loses his life for it. Flores coming in big over the top. Here comes Blank trying to do some more damage. Mako though will kill Lenny and Exile. Those are really big picks, but numbers advantage in favor, and there's a big nuke from Blank up top, clearing the card. I believe Alpha's mic is unplugged again, but the banner out here from Blank will be getting some work. They're taking back some space with this numbers advantage. We'll push back Foxy for now, and Blake with this 50% ad will finally give them a chance to breathe.
Am I coming through? Tess?
Yep, you're good.
Okay. Alright, yeah, they're trying to re-push forward here, and the Uber's actually going to get forced out onto Lenny, of all things. Blake getting forced there, and great shot. The sniper Uber works. And Witness Gaming will not go quietly into that good night. They're resetting back up on fourth here. Poseidon pulled up in garage, taking angles right now, but Blank and Fish playing wide. And actually, they're gonna call the back out. They got the time they wanted. Cart started to roll back. They are no longer in desperation, but they retreat back to last.
Yeah, Blake gonna have a 20% Uber ad on this defense to work with. Foxy's gonna be charging up. I want to see some dry pressure coming out here.
Jay-Z just missed the cart tap. He decloaked on it, but he was still disguised.
Fist Heavy gonna get that tap in the end there. Mori trying to walk up. Sentry gun right above these barrels. There's Fish coming in with the play. We mentioned we needed to see more from him. Getting that sniper and demo out. Here comes the cart sack. They do get the gun, but not much else as Foxy's gonna be charging on GG back in spawn.
We need to see GG go back in, tap that Banny Bind, reset the overheal, start filling. And look, another fourth contest. Look how aggro Lenny is.
Onto the sniper. Lenny taking a wide angle. There is a shot on Foxy in just a second, but Lenny not going to quite find it. Foxy is in the danger zone right now. We'll be walking up. Here comes Exile.
Foxy's trapped in. Fish,
yeah,
this is a dead medic.
85% too. Still ducking and dodging. Foxy's alive for now. Gets the pack. 90%.
Pablo coming in, but there's a left hand, but it's not enough. Pablo wins the two-shot. I thought the gun would be enough. Foxy's dance comes to an end, and Witness backs against the wall are activating here on last.
Yeah, look at this though. GG walking at Lenny. One more shot that GG here just goes up there and finds that sniper pick. That is huge. We'll allow them to walk up here and take some space. Blake only on 50%. We could see run it back, try and go fast here. The gun is built up though, gonna be ready to deny. Mori looking for some locking mode pipes onto it. Wrangler gonna come onto the gun just in time. And with Blake at 70%, this defense is looking like it's gonna keep going.
Exactly, yeah. Just really good to keep getting those chain kills onto Foxy. Leaf crusting Fish again. Finds him out on that pack. Perfectly timed. There's going to be no calls on where they're going now. They can try to get some positioning in lobby. Pablo dead already. Mako going to be the trade there. But Lenny winning SPS onto the side.
Yeah, Flores doing so much damage onto the cart, and Lenny swinging out wide, taking on Poseidon, another SVS win. I feel like he hasn't lost one in quite a while. When Jay-Z going down, cart, no one to tap the cart until the next respawn wave. But Foxy up on 100% Uber. At this point, the time is stretching quite a bit. You're feeling like you got to get this one in soon if you are Rib.
You know, it's such a blazing time through 4, but you've almost probably doubled it at this point. Probably looking at 7.5, 8 minutes already. They have this exchange. They're going to need to do something with it here, but they're barely even in the lobby.
Yeah, looking to try and make some moves through this shutter. Going to have Mako open it for the rest of the team. Soldier going to be spotting this one out, but just headshot off that rail. Great opener by Poseidon.
Yep, Soldier always so big on these fights. And yep, trade's going to come out. Gun dead already. Leaf is the one who's super forward on this, just causing some chaos. Air blast.
Force is low. If he dies, no one can defend the cart. He's 1 HP, still alive, but the kills are going in favor of Witness.
He's bleeding out!
Birdo on the cart,
taps it!
8.5. I mean, you feel sour about how that one ended, but still a decent enough time to hold. You just held them for 11 minutes, so for run it back, you're not happy, but you still feel like you're in the driver's seat at least a little bit.
Yeah, this is definitely a holdable time after what you just did to them. What you need to do with your rib is if you can get not rolled off of second, you're feeling pretty good about yourself right now.
Yeah, remember when we saw Witness Gaming push second, Rib made the mistake of positioning their medic on the low ground while their heavy was dead, while upper was not within their control, and they had Foxy chain die 2 times in a row. You have to avoid that. If your medic can't hold, if you're at threat of losing Uber ad, it's okay to play a bit more defensively. Play to recontest or play for third, but either way, you just cannot get snowball on if you are Rib.
Mission begins in
Exactly, yeah, and playing your med in that corner there, fine if you're expecting an exchange, but I think teams are realizing if the med doesn't have Uber, it's a very easy kill if you just flood enough people. And even in one of the halves, I don't even think the heavy was down, they just walked 7 people out of tunnel. And you know, Leaf, as great as he's been playing, cannot deny an entire army on his own.
Yeah, we'll see if we can pull up any more big game plays on this defensive Pyro to get his team across the finish line. 8:35 is the time that Witness have to beat to steal away Run It Back's map pick. Gate's gonna drop. Let's see what they can do.
Yep, crit traps already dead, not gonna find
SBS
anyone.
Yep. Oh, and Mako actually ate the headshot for his sniper. What a Chad.
Get down, Mr. President, as Exile will end up getting traded back. Berto getting aggro on the roof. Flew in the river. Not super healthy, but Lenny now finding another shot onto Mori. Gonna take some shots at the gun maybe next as Poseidon gets the mini. Berto finds Flew in river finally. And lived quite a while. Poseidon as well on the flank.
1v2.
Watch for J-Eazy maybe decloaking here. Nope, Chuck gets taken out by Pablo. J-Eazy probably just stays up, keeps his life.
Mako rebounds onto Exile, looking for that demo pick, can't find it, but Poseidon takes that engineer off the cart. It is Pablo, but he gets hit down very low. Any sticky or spam on there would kill him. Looks like he's gonna go for it. Berto cleaning up that scout, stalling the cart.
Easy
Look at that though, GG's dead.
Decloaked, yeah. GG's dead. Blank chasing him out, finds him. Was he in upper?
I think he was back
I'm not
out
sure where
man.
that rocket was. Oh, he must have picked the gun up and just taken full damage because of the rescue
Yeah, mini
ranger.
crit, yeah.
Mini crit, yep. Gonna lose the gun there. So that could be an opportunity if Witness want to put the pedal to the metal right now. But cart is so far back, you gotta have the feeling that
They're gonna
may give
apartments
them some time
exchange
to
right
build.
now. The entire combo is walking up to apartments. They just want to get these Ubers off the table because they know how successful they were in the dry pushes in their first offense. So looks like they're just gonna pop immediately through. Pablo blasts it up a bit, Leaf ADing on the doorway, not even needing a flash yet, denying it will finally get that Uber flash. Players flooding out the window right now. Pyro gonna try to go down low. Here's the double in from Melon. Can't get the kills. Pablo tries to get some cleanup. Will take down Mako at least, but it is a 2 for 2 in the end. No one really that important dying.
Yeah, found Verto too, but that 2 for 2 gonna be nothing they can push off. With that said, Foxy has dropped down. It's just Foxy, Leaf,
Shots
and
here, though.
Mori here. And look, Flew and Blank
Flew
already
and
in
Blank.
position up
Mori's
top.
dead.
Lenny finds Mori. They're gonna be forced back into Spiral.
Oh god, it's bad. They have to leave.
That is likely gonna have to signal
Everyone's
back
dying.
up.
Lenny
Lenny
is
hat
hitting.
trick onto Chalk. Foxy, the only one from the combo that's gonna stay alive right there. I mean, we said if you're Rib, you need to get a second hold coming through. They're not gonna do that. That said, gun set up on third. They are gonna be roughly even Ubers, so maybe they give up second, but they don't get rolled through third. That might be the improvement.
Yeah, I mean, if Lenny's gonna pop off and kill 3 players, so be it. At least they're getting a third hold here. That said, Witness Gaming looking to make a blazing pace of their own. Sap onto the gun. They take down GG as well. Gun instantly explodes. 90% up for Foxy, while Blake has. Are they gonna use in? The answer is yes. They're gonna try and go over the top. Foxy 98. How many players can they save? They're gonna walk out with just a demo man. It's only 4 alive.
Oh, that's a lot of damage on card, though. They are going to stall it, but Pablo and Blank already waiting behind. Foxy choosing the correct
Oh,
spawn
what a
door
headshot. Poseidon
to go back into. And
saving his medic, but it doesn't
no
matter.
third
Everyone's dead.
defense at all.
Lenny's on now 9k. He's decided he wants to win this map right now, as he very well can. And that's a third snowball through. We mentioned it, Rib can't get snowballed, but here they are, 5.5 minutes with only 2 points left.
J-Eazy decloaking on Lenny forward. They don't see him get the sniper pick. Exactly what he needs there. Blank coming in up onto Cat, but without Lenny terrorizing them, everyone on Rib is free to walk forward. It is a 30% add on Blake as well, but at the very least, Rib's going to have time to set up before they have to deal with this ad.
Soldier v Soldier happening in the back lobby. Blank will back up and get that pack for now. This one's going to be big. Mako can't contest now that he has that pack, so Blank going to continue to be a nuisance. In the meantime, SBS popping off. I hear some headshots ringing out. Looks like the offense, Blake 95% Uber with Witness. They want to take this one right up the tracks and Uber around the rock, but Blank and Melon caught out early. 79 in favor of Run It Back. Gun will get sapped and
Foxy
taken down.
95, they can go right back in here.
Yeah, the question is, can they kill Blake? Jay-Z is in on the backside. If they could get the kill onto Blake, this would be the start of what they need. Here comes the decloak. Trying to get some revolver shots. Here comes the scout, and they're going to kill Blake. Perfect collapse from running back there. They just need to keep players alive.
Yeah, a lot of people caught out forward. Foxy gets popped up. Fish might have actually had a stab otherwise. Both sides
There's
gonna
no
lose
combat
4
classes.
or so.
They don't have anyone.
Yeah, they're so weak right now. Poseidon, the only one really up to getting killed. He loses the SVS. That is gonna be 4th. Wrapped up
Unless
in no
Mako
time at all.
Destroyed on his bomb. They're walking Mori back up, and Mori eats a headshot, gets killed by Pablo. So much damage onto the card, but the pushers are enough. Witness Gaming get the snowball despite losing Blake. Got enough kills in that post.
All right, Zach. 4 long last defense to save a half. We've been here before this weekend. GG already locked and loaded down. Fish coming in, not gonna find anything. Poseidon gets the body shot.
Yeah, Poseidon does find a headshot onto Lenny. That's a revenge. That's his first SVS in 4 or more tries for Poseidon. If Run It Back want to make this hold happen, they need Poseidon to stay alive and keep winning these fights.
I like Mako playing, kind of twinkle toes up on this fence here, spamming through the holes.
We saw Blanket headshot off that angle last time, and yeah, it looks like Lenny wants to look for it. But it will be now both sides with Uber. Witness Gaming taking it in lobby, gonna go through the hallway as usual. What can they find with it? Here comes the Uber out of the window. A lot of flashes forced by these players. Chalk, half HP, will get that flash. The rest of the players gonna back out through the tunnel. No one dies in the Uber except for Flu. But Leaf with the backstab.
We had a kill bind it, but yeah, Leaf backstab. Lots of frags traded here. 3 dead for both sides, it looks like. But defender's advantage gonna come up here. Flu got caught in a door somewhere. Yeah. Must have been in the shutter and just killed by it, knowing that no one was gonna come to save him. Berto playing around on cart. There's no gun here. Oh, Hyphen saving his telly. That could be big, but they're trying to get aggro here. Retaken. Melon trapped in an unspotted lock. He might find something. No, they're only going to find the death.
Yeah, and then we'll get the teleporter. Looks like they're trying to hold in the ramp, but they're on low ground. They're very vulnerable here. Health is terrible. Throwing it back, they're trying to get out. They will get everybody out alive. The health bars are so low, but they keep 9 up.
That is really big that no one's able to go down there. Foxy might have even died if they caught a bad rocket from Blank, who'd been forward up in the paint area.
Time's gone.
Yeah, that's almost 2 out of the 4 minutes they needed to hold, and they're still maintaining full ad right now. Fish gonna get the card just up to the kind of switchboard right there, but last defense is so far so good for Rib.
Yep, who on Witness Gaming can make a play to get them the round win here? Looks like Fish going on to the sentry gun, doing some parkour. He's looking for a decloak. Seen out though, doesn't even get the sap. As the cart stack coming through, Melon instantly blown up. They will get the sentry and the engineer, but that's about it. The rest of the players are fodder for the players standing above cart. It's only 1 kill, and everyone's
Blake died in the backside of that. Jay-Easy finding him is so big there. Gonna get Lenny too because they were just cart stacking and to kill Uber.
Jay-Z,
yep,
huge
exactly
3K.
What he needs. Get the telly too, and now they're able to retake 4th right now. That was supposed to be a cart stack just to get some pressure while Blake builds up Uber. Now they find themselves facing full disad at a much drastically shorter time. Cart starts back in 3, and I don't think we have Fish anywhere near to touch.
Yeah,
Banner comes
go
out,
on the
Fish
sniper.
coming in, finds 1. Gonna make everyone turn though. Pablo gets a lot of ground off of that because Banner
Uber.
keeping everyone alive.
Yeah, Banner does so much work to keep people healthy. Foxy doesn't even have to pop the Uber. They get 7 out alive of that.
How much the cart has rolled back. It's almost at the switchboard again.
Yep, and still 50% Uber ad for Foxy. They have the level 3 up. Will go down in just a second. Lenny and XL combine onto that one. Pablo gets the touch. Cart stops. It's backwards rolling. Chalk has been so huge on top of these traffic lights. See if they can get him focused down in these exchanges. Blake now on 90%. This could be the last Uber Witness Gaming has in the round.
Yeah, it's very likely right here as they're now both going to be even, and look at Jay-Easy. He is behind, but actually nowhere near the combo. It's popped off right here. Both NG's already dead. But that's going to be Flu going down next. No heavy. Exile trapped in here. Mako down, but Mako taken out by the crossbow. Pablo caught out on
Fish
cart.
gets 1! He can't get any more. Blake though doing work on the top. Chalk gets
Blake trying to whip Fox. He cannot find the med kill. That is going to be nearly a wipe. Hyphen and Flu both the respawners. 18 seconds. There's gonna need a miracle right here, and it's looking like 4 minutes. No problem for
and
Rib.
Spawn camped by Jay-Z there. They still don't have any heals. Chalk standing on the cart. Tall. 5 seconds left. They just gotta stay on it, run it back. Deservedly taking their map pick. It came down to the wire, but going up 1-0 in the grand finals. 1 map away from being champions.
I mean, if you're Witness Gaming, you gotta be tired of trying to push last right now. They had 8 minutes against Squirtier, failed 4 minutes against Rib, took about 3-4 minutes the last half as well. Rib really just locking in right there, able to pull out their own map pick 2-1, and we will move into Product, where they could potentially end the season in 4 more rounds. But I think for now, we're going to take a quick break. I know I am in need of some water. So stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back, gamers and gamers, to the RGL.GG Season 17 Invite Grand Finals, where Run It Back just took the first match 2-1 in a nail-biter over Witness Gaming. They now find themselves on map point coming into Koth Product, Witness Gaming's pick, where they have been very, very solid in recent weeks. I am Alto, Zag to my side, Dolphin behind the camera, as always. Zag, how are we feeling after the first map?
I'm feeling good. You know, that one did come down to the wire. A grand finals worthy map where Witness Gaming showed up early in that first round, put Run It Back on the back foot, and then they get 2 rounds in a row, last one coming down to it. Played very well across the board, and feel like they should be a bit confident coming into Product, but this is the Witness Gaming stomping ground. There's always the potential for Lenny to start popping off and just win you this map, so a 1-1 is very much in the cards.
Yeah, and I mean, coming into this, if you are unfamiliar, you know, a lot of people watching the grand finals that haven't been tuning in the first week of playoffs, Lenny on Koth Product against Somebody Help in the first round dropped an 82-22 scoreline, I believe, 650 damage, won the SVF 17-3. They still lost Product 3-4 to Somebody Help. Since then, Lenny has been on a mission to not lose Koth anymore. They had a bit of a hiccup on Asheville against Scortier in the lower bracket finals, but Product has been his home. He has been dominant, and anytime you see him on this map, he always has to be the foremost factor in your mind. Who is he killing? Who is he aiming at? Where is he standing? How are we going to kill him if you're Run It Back? So, I mean, yes, it's Product. Sniper's always important, but more than ever, really, I think eyes are on Lenny right now.
Yeah, if Witness Gaming want to tie this one up and keep the season alive, he has to be the front man here. He has to be getting all the kills. And going into product, this map is obviously much more DM-centric as a Koth map, and also as the most DM-centric Koth map we probably have in rotation. Raw mechanics are going to mean a lot here, and I feel like there's areas on both teams you can kind of point to as like, oh, this player should have an advantage, oh, this player should have an advantage. The reality is, Run It Back have been playing much better team-based Highlander pretty much throughout the entire playoffs. One example that I think of them just making like better calls, better awareness is in that last round of Swiftwater, we saw there was a situation where they needed to sack onto the cart on last because their med was at Uber Disat and build. They sacked 7 players, their med was in spawn with their engineer. That's how you're supposed to play that. When Witness Gaming had the same thing come up, they sacked onto cart, but Blake was not out of spawn, he was on ramp and he got collapsed on and killed. And that was the start of the end on that map for Witness. So when it comes to making good awareness plays and playing proper Highlander, I'd give the edge to Run It Back, but Witness Gaming have the potential to just outmuscle them.
Yeah, and I mean, you talk about coordination, and that's great and all, but there are a few things that are stronger than a hot sniper on product. Just, you can coordinate as much as you want. If that guy is not going to miss shots, you are going to be playing the game 7v9. And it will take Herculean effort from everyone else on your team to overcome that.
Yep, enough about Lenny. I'm sure we'll be saying his name plenty of times once the game actually starts. Some of the other pieces I kind of want to look at here. Obviously, its product, Demo Man, matters a lot. I don't think either demo necessarily had a fantastic map on Swiftwater. They both had their moments. XL had that God Bomb that got his team essentially the snowball out of the 4th hold that was holding them for so long. Consistent damage and staying alive are the names of the game. If Lenny comes alive and Mori keeps walking to sightlines, XL's just going to have free reign. Same goes the other way. If Poseidon's having a good round and XL keeps walking to those sightlines, all of a sudden it's just going to get much harder to play the game.
It feels like it's kind of default harder for Mori as the one playing into Lenny, because Poseidon's really also going to have to be on his game too. I mean, we haven't mentioned him as much, but he is on the other side of that SVS docket, and he's going to have to do something as well to help his team keep Lenny in check. But another thing I just kind of want to track, outside of any player, is the lock and load, because we've been seeing a lot of it in recent weeks, and we get to see server chat. There's been a decent amount of players being disgruntled at it, just because that projectile speed is so fast that even if you're down a pipe and you don't have rollers, the inability to react to it, especially in spam situations, is really high. We've been seeing a lot of meds just get double piped by it. Across point, I think we saw Mori double pipe Blake just pushing Swift forth right onto the ramp. So something I'm kind of always looking out for is situations where maybe you see someone get double piped that wouldn't have happened on the stock.
Yeah, and another thing I'm looking at is, of course, the spies. Jay-Z had a couple good moments. I remember Swiftwater's second defense, he had a big cleanup at the end of one of their round wins, but neither spies really had that amazing wow moment yet, where, there's been a couple 2Ks, a couple like a Revolver 3K cleanup here and there, but never really the game-changing medic pick or the stab on the demo right before the Uber's about to come out. It's been mostly the snipers and explosive classes making the big plays here, so on a mobile map like Product, where Spy, if you're able to cross, you have a lot of potential agency, one of these spies is going to have to make a big round-shifting play.
I think it's fair to give Jay-Z credit for that stab onto Blake when you mentioned when he got caught out when they were cart sacking as maybe being a big one, but ultimately, yeah. I mean, Fish is a player that maybe not in past seasons we've screamed our mind out off of his ability to find med picks on Product, so definitely a map he is comfortable on, and he's going to need to supplement Lenny, because I think, as they saw, that if Lenny's the only person on the team popping off, somebody helped find a way to beat that. And I think that you're going to find that Rib can, at least have some people match up to that. But if Lenny and Fish are both in sync, I see very little way that Witness Gaming loses this.
Yeah, one of the big points of interest for me as well is how Witness Gaming are going to play their weak side of the map. I say that in that you're assuming the strong side is the side where your medic and your demo and your scout are taking beam fighting point from. A lot of teams recently have been sending their heavy engineer into concrete, into connector to try and make space. And normally, if your heavy's able to kind of get through there and shoot down that minigun fire onto the players on rock, it's pretty easy to win contested fights. And Fluoris, Chalk, they're both WM1 lords. They love walking forward, making that space for their team. And it's going to be a huge point of contention, a huge point of advantage gained, whichever heavy NG combo is going to be able to have pressure there.
Yeah, because concrete wars are always, maybe the subline to watch on product of who's able to walk, who's able to take that space, get pressure in on rock, and that will often dictate how, fights actually end up going. So the other person I really want to focus on is Mako, because Mako was kind of hot and cold on Swiftwater, I feel like, but was someone that on Vigil as well, when we saw last week, was just consistently in. Prute, too, in the first week of playoffs against Squirtye, Mako consistently finding these massive bombs, being a nuisance to everyone, getting in the backline, staying in there like a bad fungus, pulling so many resources towards him that just either gets space for his team or just milks time off the clock. So, gonna be on Mako, I think, as well, to really contribute into the shut down Lenny squad, with Jay-Z coming into that as well.
Definitely. And this pregame stretching a bit long. We have some players trying to get their connections to the server. 17 in, last player in spec. Shouldn't be too long. Apologies for the long map transition time, but this is the grand finals, of course. The teams want to make sure everything is perfect, especially if you are Witness and your season is now permanently on the line. Any map loss from here on out in this match means your season's done, you're second place, you're not able to defend your title.
Look, Zag, we're not apologizing for them.
Yeah, it's their fault. We've done nothing wrong.
They're talking strategy. These people are watching Highlander. They know how it works. This game mode does not move quickly. Except when, when we need a break when we're casting.
Yeah,
then
ironically,
things happen a mile a minute.
Ironically, when they're playing, that's when it happens. Maybe that's why.
Downtime, takes a while to start. Then it's just all pedal to the metal, all gas, something there.
Predictions are close. 3.87, 3.78, 0.9 difference. Favors run it back. A lot of people have faith in the first seed team right now to kind of continue their dominance. We did see them play incredibly well last week. It's hard to imagine Witness Gaming coming in and just being able to take it back, hit the bracket reset, but if any team can do it, it is Witness. They have the potential to win product here. Lenny can turn on, they can have any supporting pieces come online to help them and make it happen, but for now we do just await the start of product.
And I mean, Lenny was hot enough on Swift that I have to feel Witness Gaming on this. I mean, if I had to put a pred in, I'd say 4-2, I think, is what I'd go with in favor of Witness Gaming. I think should if they win this and they go to Prute, that's going to be a different story. I think Rib is better at the map. Sniper, while maybe even safer than you could say on product, definitely more limited in the impact it can have. Cannot absolutely take over a game as Sniper can on product. So I do think we're getting a third map here.
Putting your money in the Witness Gaming basket. It's hard for me to say. I'm inclined to agree because I've seen what Lenny can do. Witness Gaming, yes, they did lose this map to somebody help even when Lenny was having a life game, but still, they've been improving over the course of the playoffs. I feel like Witness Gaming have been getting better and better, playing up more towards their potential in recent weeks, and again, if there's any map, if there's any time that I think they could do it as the lower seed, I think it's here, so you know what, I'll give it to you. I predict Witness Gaming winning it. Let's say I'm gonna say 4-2, honestly. If Lenny comes online and kind of keeps rolling, the product does have the potential to keep snowballing out of control, where the 2-0 can happen before you know it.
Blank and Lenny both just timed out. So, interesting.
Yeah, some crashes.
Something must have happened on the server that would have caused that. So, definitely going to be a little bit longer. Yeah. Let me go check on how Advanced is doing.
Dolphin is showing the viewers some pug bread. Dolphin's been doing all sorts of weird stuff on the
Did you
cast
catch
tonight.
The bees?
Yeah, I did. And the hexagons on the screen while the bees were popping off.
Ah!
He's been getting up to all sorts of little tricks. You know how dolphins are. Mischievous animals.
Yeah, I don't know how we're feeling about that and the status of changing his water afterward.
Alright, before prank times we replace his water with hydrogen peroxide.
Big news for anyone interested in the Advanced Grand Finals. Worst comp format, the BBL team upset the Crump team, Dreamy Bull's Kitchen, on Asheville Map 1 4-3. So they will be going into... What's the second map? They'll be going into Swiftwater, which is BBL's map pick, up a map, so they could potentially get themselves a bracket reset with a win on Swift coming up, which is I did not have my money on the Crump team losing a map there, so very surprised by that show of events.
Have we ever had double bracket resets in both invite and advanced?
I don't believe so.
Imagine a week where the
Maybe
whole season gets extended because
minor-
every team bracket resets.
Because Maine's double Elim this season too for the first time, I think. Usually Maine is like, you know, it's single Elim with a bronze match. But Maine was a full, I think, 16 double Elim, so there were a lot of matches going on in Maine playoffs this season.
Yeah, as we do have word from Dolphin, match is set to go live in about 30 seconds. So me and Alto have both put our money on the table in favor of Witness Gaming. We want 3 maps. We want a grand finals that stretches into the night, and who knows, we might get that bracket reset. But it all has to start here for Witness Gaming. Ready ups are through. Gonna be Witness on blue. Run it back on red. This could be the final map of Season 17 invite. We'll see if Witness Gaming can extend us.
We are live. Gonna have to see how the demos choose to roll out. Mori going through Cliff. Looks like that will be different. Exile gonna beat him, but
Very
Mori
early.
walking in at full health. Coming up the valley side. Chalk on Cliff. Not quite mirrored there, but Lenny already winning the SBS on the side. Chalk gonna
Oh
get
my God.
domed next.
They gotta
And
leave.
the Lenny show starts early here. But Gigi walking, chatting up right into Maine. Gonna find the kill on the Blake. So huge plays from the Rib engineer. They're not going to win the mid, not even close, but they may win the war as Foxy's going to find themselves with Ad coming into this first repush.
Yeah, I mean, the engineer, the high octane class we know it can be, getting that impact early is GG, and now Foxy 85% Uber to Blake's 30. Run it back, looking to get in nice and early, take that point back. Lenny jumping back up onto Cliff, misses the first shot, but here's Mori on the point. Lenny could take down that demo man with a pick, doesn't hit the next shot. They will get Foxy, XL lock and load! Lock and load, those 2 pipes, you mentioned it in the pre-map, that the medics can just explode. The lock and load so obnoxious to play against, and on product where you stack behind that rock, gets tons of damage. Exile puts in chat, that weapon no.
I mean, oh, that feels like a caster's curse, even though they didn't mention a team. Just things looking so good for them, but that double pipe comes across so quickly. You are dead before you know it. And with that, it is going to be now full ad for
Spike.
Blank.
Force.
Easy coming in. Yep, going to get the force as the glow stick takes him down.
What a rocket!
Big bombs coming in, but great reflex from Leaf to keep
Fox is
Foxy
so long.
alive. Running out on their own, but that will be ad maintained. So roughly 20-25% ad in Foxy's favor, but just more time ticking off the clock for Witness.
Yeah, it's already almost a minute and a half off the clock for Witness. They will unfortunately be at Uber Disat here, but last time that happened, we know what happened. And now
SDS win.
Poseidon finds that opener onto Lenny. Jay-Z in the back lines. This should be a crunch coming forward out of Run It Back. They will find Jay-Z early. Poseidon gets stabbed as well, so no snipers on the field, but point control being held by Run It Back. They will lose Poseidon early on.
Get
Here's the Uber
forced to
forced
keep
out.
Mori alive. That's unfortunate. No, you can't. Don't drop him now. Thank you.
Oh, they dropped
But
Roto
yeah,
now.
they do. So, bit of a Pyrrhic victory there. Able to get the cap, but lose their scout and their Uber right there. If they've been able to hold that, it would have been an even exchange right now. But as it is, Witness going to be able to recap here. Blake just coming up on Uber, not even going to have to use.
Yep, full charge called for Blake there as the recap comes in. Poseidon, though, finding a big kill onto Flu, and look at that. They debated not extending his spawn, but Melon capping up in the end there. So Flu always on that long timer. The rest of Run It Back looking to make advantage of that, and here comes the Heavy walking through the connector. They get the Uber Force pretty easily, but Foxy in the backline again, piped by Exile. Lock and load 2 pipe on the dispenser, and that's another dead medic. Foxy not had a single Uber yet this round.
No, there was one. It was
Oh,
the
there
one
was
that got
one?
forced.
Yeah.
But I think Foxy resorting to use the dispenser as armor pattern, not quite working against the explosive class instead of hit scan. As Exile just pipes the dispenser, and that is more than enough to take down the 5 HP med. But it's a little bit too far forward there. Got caught out by the jump coming back in. Really well played by Witness, showing why product is their map pick.
And Jay's just getting hunted in the spawn. He's not been able to have any game impact yet coming forward. Lenny, another SVS win onto Poseidon. Bomb coming through onto the Rock Squad. Foxy dead again. Fish with that revolver shot in the back as Foxy's trying to back out through Cliff. This round is very one-sided for Witness. They're going to have another full Uber ad. Foxy's not gotten to play the game at all, basically, and run it back desperate in this first round.
Mission ends in 30 seconds.
Alright, Zach, this might be a little controversial, right? But after this first round, if Rib was offered just forfeit product and go directly to Proof, do you take it?
No, I think you play this out and get warmed up on Koth. I think that does benefit you more as the team who's not warmed up on Koth as much as Witness. They come in thinking that we have to win product, whereas you come in thinking we can warm up on product and actually have to improve. So I like, obviously that's a stretch of a hypothetical, but no, you play this out and get some, see what you can get. Try not to get 4-0'd. I think a forfeit.
Okay. Yeah,
a forfeit.
I like that.
A forfeit is as bad as getting 4-0'd, if not worse, for your mental.
Yeah, well, I think in some ways it's better, right? Because you say, all right, yeah, we're not going to win this. We probably didn't think we were going to. Let's not get, stomped on for 3 rounds. Move in. But no, I agree with you. If they can take this as just warming up on it, realize unlikely you win this, see what you can do. But Mori and Leaf already dead. Chalk gonna follow next. That is a combo dead. Blank, the only one traded. Mako actually finds Lenny there, so good pick. But unless we can see any big picks coming back in from the side,
WM wanting the medic. No, not gonna happen. They are sticking around here. Beam onto Birdo. Foxy trying to dip and dodge the stickies, but Fish with the decloak finds the medic pick. They're trying to sack now onto Blake, but they're easy. Both med get backstabbed at the tail end of this mid, and the mid isn't even over yet. Run it back on a lot of spawners, and they're gonna win the extended mid.
The surge of kills at the end there benefit Rib, so they're going to take the cap here. Foxy spawns up first, no one to heal though, so it's going to be pretty much dead even on the Ubers.
Yeah, extended mid just goes in the favor of Rib after they manage to stabilize long enough. Even though the med gets stabbed, they get crucial kills, and of course Jay-Z finding the equalizing stab. So now Rib win their first mid of the product. Gonna have a chance to hold onto this point. They need to be careful though. The spam gonna come over from Exile. Eats a cleaver. Burner doing some work, but Lenny finds Foxy in the back out.
I was about
dead too. He got sticky.
Wow, yeah, it is just a med torture chamber right here. Mori though gonna go down as well. Way more kills on the side of Witness. Poseidon finds the shot onto Exile and Fish even, but those are going to be in garbage time. As
yeah, they're delaying for spawns.
It will milk them, 5 seconds or so. No, Pablo says screw it. Extend them. We don't need it.
Why wait like 5 seconds to do it and then extend them anyway? Either way.
He got antsy. But Lenny 5K. The SVS here, yep. Now he's able to stand on top of Rock for free right there. Gets flared off of it, but Blank cut out in the walk-up. Mako going to be the trade.
Do that too.
A little bit too aggro, so both sides roughly trading kills. Mori, though, going to open up onto Melon. No Pyro to reflect the spam. Could be big right now. And there's no heavy they have to walk into either. Lenny now just the main threat, as Exile going to get forced out from main. Hyphen sniped out, but the pick class is answering back in. Poseidon and Chalk dead. Going to be hard to cap this now. Lenny uncontested on China.
Yep, they are trying to get control of the connector. Jay-Z going for the scout pick, but Lenny gets another medic pick. Lenny a 7K. Dominant force right now for Witness Gaming on this product. He's already etching his name into the server, and with that, it's just another full Uber ad for Blake and Witness. Time has ticked into their favor, and they're going for a forward hold.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's worse is that if you assume that Lenny's going to drop 800 DPM and you lose, like, all right,
Jesus.
Hand of God, not much you can do about that. Foxy is really having a rough game right now, and what's the roughest thing is you're probably thinking, if that's not happening, River probably in a much better spot. But because you keep having these poorly timed med dots, now Lenny is on your grass, continuing his 9 streak.
Yeah, and I have a feeling it's going to be a 10 streak. Nope, jinxed him. Poseidon winning the SPS into Lenny, finally opening things up for his... Yeah, that's all me, baby. As Run It Back finally get a good chance to walk out their spawn.
Yep, and I mean, they're only a minute down here, roughly almost about to be even. Uber actually comes out really early, but Fish just gonna find Foxy again.
Yeah, Foxy, been in the torture chamber, not gotten a chance to play product at all. Blake, another Uber ad in his court, headshot ringing out from Lenny onto this heavy. Chalk cannot peek, and they can't get space. The cap's still not coming through for Run It Back.
Yep, Jay-Z gonna get caught out, go for something behind. They are getting good cap time coming across, though, and they were gonna come pull it through, but Poseidon died right as the cap goes across. That long spawn coming through. Leaf already dead. Blank on China, gonna rain rockets down.
Foxy getting hunted by Blank,
get
and
caught
Blank
off.
just hits the rocket immediately onto Foxy's feet. Takes down that medic. Foxy again, 1 Uber this round so far?
I don't think 1 Uber this round at all, maybe.
We're gonna have to see the logs at the end of this half if it does go 2-0
Yeah,
quickly.
no, I think it was just a 1 force in that first round. I mean, a lot of people think they're clever saying, oh, what if Highlander with no snipers? But Rib asking the question, what if Highlander with no medic?
Yeah, it really is that bad right now. As any shutdown to Lenny would be greatly appreciated. Mako not gonna be able to find it, has to U-turn out of there. Flores finds Jay-Z, so it's not gonna be a spy pick onto the sniper. Uber coming in onto the combo, playing back here all the way into their cliff. Pablo with a 3K, Mori Leaf Birdo all dead, and now chasing down the medic. Lenny gonna take that kill onto Chalk. Pablo gets the cleaver onto Foxy. That's just the quick 2-0.
And what really stings here is that these rounds are contestable. You just need Uber.
You don't have me yet.
Insta-ready up from Witness.
Yeah, there's nothing to change if you're Witness. They're saying get Lenny back into that server. Man has the hot hand.
You do not let him cool down, whatever you do.
If you are right back here, you're taking as long as halftime as they're allowing you to. Ice that man.
jeez.
Ice that man.
Foxy with 10 deaths in 2 rounds, 1 Uber.
How many Uber? 1 Uber, yeah. What's the heal per minute difference? I need to pull up the logs.
Roughly 400. Almost exactly. 1580 for Blake, 1180 for Foxy. Which, I mean, the heals per minute is like whatever, right? Foxy actually in the top half of deaths. Tied for second most deaths on their team. That, I mean... There are times, right, where you say, oh, the medic's dying, there's only so much you can do. And I don't mean to rail on one player. I would say at least half of those deaths are preventable. Walking into a sightline when you don't need to, or being in a peekable sightline when you don't need to, being too aggressive when an Uber is being popped and you know you have disad, or getting stabbed in a situation where there realistically is nothing pressuring you to not get stabbed. All of these are bad deaths that happen. Yes, there's a few of them where you're getting chased back to spawn, you know. Only so much you can do when a soldier is chasing you literally into your spawn room and you die, but most of those drops early on, like of the earlier deaths, were like getting double piped across the point, which arguably may not even be that counterable with how we've been seeing the lock and load treating meds so far, but you should probably be adapting to the span lines by now, or at the very least not eating 2 in a row, right? Like you were getting picks back onto Blake too that were counterable. It's just can't win without the beam.
Yeah, and if you are run it back, you just have to kill Lenny. I mean, you can't even start playing the map until Lenny is not destroying you. SVS is 5-2. Sure, we can say that, you know, Foxy, tons of deaths, probably could have played a better game. The reality is, if Foxy's stuck in pocket because they're scared to peek Lenny, who's staring down, and then they get double piped by Exile, like, what can you really do there? They just need space. They need anything to work with. Someone has to step up. It needs to be Jay-Z or Mako. Someone has to find their way through the Lenny defense squad and take down that sniper, because if things continue as is, 4 hours coming quick.
Yeah, I mean, Lenny 19-4. It honestly doesn't even feel like Lenny did that much. I mean, 19-4 with 700 DPM is hard to say that, right? But so much of it happens just because Rib is consistently being scattered and running away and showing their back to Lenny. They don't even have the ability to worry about killing him because their medic consistently being dead is just keeping them in the back foot constantly.
Yeah, we'll see if running back has any answer as we're into the second half of Product. Witness Gaming up 2-0, hoping to end this one quickly and go to Proot for the chance at the bracket reset. We'll see how the mid-fight shakes out. Early bomb from Blank, just locking onto Poseidon, but defended by Chalk will take him down.
Foxy already having to play back in main. The Legions of it comes back in, but
They're low,
Mako Easy both dead. Birdo gonna get that lock and load right across main. Poseidon and Mori gonna be next. Chalk on caution finds 2, but Lenny stares him down, takes him out. Foxy going to escape with their life, so only a slight Uber disad right now. So that's an upgrade from what we've been seeing.
Running back tried to swap it up there. They played a really aggressive mid. It felt like they had space, but in the end, too many kills just going down to them. Birdo got lock and loaded. I think Chalk got sniped. Tons of kills just went at the worst time for Run It Back. And now they do have their Uber. Foxy did get the back out. So let's see what they can do with this exchange. They've only had, this is their second Uber of the match. Yeah. even
been
across
3,000
points.
years, and they actually both get launched up and back. The only thing that's going to go down is buildings and
Lenny's
JVZ
staring at
right
them.
here. They just have
Headshots.
to fight this for time. This is as good of a shot as they're going to get. Lenny eats a headshot. He's hurt up in pocket, but Fish onto GG. Mori spammed out next, and the dominoes are falling. Foxy picks the wrong side of the point to back out through. Gets sniped. Bit of a replay on that one, it feels like. As Witness successfully hold and not committed off the clock.
Yeah, and importantly there, Lenny didn't actually get a kill directly in that fight until he picked out Foxy on the back out. All the kills before then went to other players on Witness. Witness is just playing product better overall. It's not
That's
only
what
the
that's
Lenny
what I was
show.
saying.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like Lenny did that much. These kills are happening.
He's
after
getting
fights
tons of
are
kills,
decided.
right? And him keeping the medic on a death chamber is impactful, but it just feels like Witness Gaming are winning the fights anyway, and they're going to continue doing that. Blake now on 95% Uber.
Foxy just
Double
gets
pipe.
double locked and loaded again. Fish comes in, finds the pick onto Mori. They're actually going to get the force out, so not a
It's
worst
pretty
case
Uber.
scenario there, but
It's pretty worst case, I'd say.
I've been saying that the lock and load should have been banned since like season 18 of UGC. And I think players and invite are starting to come around to that opinion.
Yeah, I just needed someone to champion that
It's
weapon to
it's
invite.
disgusting, man.
Yeah,
There's
it's so
so
hard to play
little
around.
you can do about it because it gets to the point where by the time you see it, you almost have no ability to react to it.
Lenny still standing tall. Oh, not anymore. Poseidon finally finds an SBS win. I think that's third of the match. That will prompt Run It Back to walk forward. They need their first cap of the round. They're down 2 minutes on the clock, but Exile looking to position forward, get some damage down. Poseidon finally finding some impactful kills, takes down Blake on that. Foxy has what seems like their first Uber out of the match.
It wasn't though. They have it on the first mid.
Oh yeah, true. Poseidon starting to come
Yeah,
alive.
send
But
another one
Spy, though,
onto Exile.
Fish not able to find that backstab, will get popped up and taken down. Fluor stalling with his life. Pablo looking to do that as well. Cap's still delayed. Shops to Witness for even their time when they have worse spawns. Just stopping Run It Back from getting time. You know, walk on that point, get distraction. As long as you're charging, as long as you're setting up, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean that, because it's not an entire team gap. Like it's looking like but you're having these moments from Rib.
Look at how aggressive they
And
are.
they're getting aggressive here. They don't want to wait for something bad to happen. They're taking destiny into their own hands. Mako getting in deep, but he will likely crater. No, great flash to keep him alive. So not a whole lot gained in that Uber other than time. They're going to add slightly back over to Blake, but Poseidon wins the SPS on Lenny, so they're set up and can keep ending this.
Yeah, though Blake has a 25% advantage, not going to have right now when it's drawing up, but Poseidon, he says it's my turn, takes another player off the field, but Blank, big kills, takes down Poseidon and Birdo, and with GG down and Shock dying as well, the hit scan squad is out of there. It's just Pyro and Explosives here. They can't do anything. They can't deny this point. Foxy has to leave.
Yep, Foxy leaving alive at the very least, able to keep this 60%. Blake coming up on
It's 20
100,
seconds. They
so
can't
they're gonna
get, they have to
to
contest.
Yeah, they have to get in here. I mean, J-Eazy behind in position.
Needs Lenny.
This round's all on him, but
He gets
Melon
seen.
catches him right away.
Takes Lenny low. Might be able to get sniped, but still staring. Here's the Uber out from Blake. Leafs trying his best to make space, but Mako Jay-Z dropping. The rest of the player's going to fall as well.
Said they have the Uber here, but no, they have to toggle it to get cap time, and they're going to get caught out. We are now up to 3-0 on product, and
Is a minute the most
Definitely.
they've gotten yet?
yeah, I think so. Definitely better. Right? Better. There. Now you're losing because Witness is playing better and not because of this weird, freaky Med Twilight Zone permadeath.
Yeah, Lenny's actually second lowest on the scoreboard. I should say he's tied for lowest on Witness. So it really is just the team playing better on Witness. This is their map. We knew they could do it, and finally playing up the potential on Koth. Lenny opening things up on Tamori. Foxy Skybox will crater down at the hands of Melon's detonator. There are some kills going back in favor of Run It Back. They have man ad, but what can they do with it? The answer is a lot. They get Flu and Hyphen as well, and they finally clean up Lenny. There's Mako in the back lines. Despite losing their medic, they will get 7 kills and win mid.
Yep, Blake escaping. So the opposite of what we saw in the first round, where, you know, much better performance from Rib, but they lose their med. So ad in favor of Blake. Gonna have to see if
Foxy eats a shot low, gets a sandwich. The sack has to.
all peeking the sightline again. Careful.
Chalk is always gonna
Careful.
get killed by the spy. Yep. Big entry onto the defensive heavy there from Fish. and no one is on concrete. Blank gets a free walk up, and they're just ceding all the space. Fish wants to go back in. He's in. Will get the flash, but Foxy piped by Exa on the front lines. Fish enough of a distraction that Foxy could not dodge that one.
That's what I'm talking about. You just have to be further back there. You know Exile's going to jump. You need to be in a position when that Uber call gets popped, you are already back off the cliff.
Yeah, and Foxy just dead again. Again, Medic Torture Chamber on products, not been able to play. Witness Gaming, control of the point, control of concrete. Again, forward holding. Last time Lenny was on this angle, he was on a 9K.
Yeah, actually, timely just about to expire for Rib right here, but Verdo was caught out on the sticks, but two from Jay-Easy there, one onto Exile, two going to be the big one as they continue to lose players, but losing that demo going to be a one spawn and a longer walk back, likely going to break this forward hold, and yet the players are retreating.
Pablo on a 5K, getting tons of cleanup there as Foxy has just been safely charging in spawn, so they'll get their third or fourth, is it third or fourth? It's third Uber of the game here.
Oh, I think this is 4.
Will be popped across the point here, even flashes going on both sides.
Bruno knocked up. He escaped.
Mori jumps out to the pack. Will be life now, but Lenny just picks off Foxy on the back out, standing in that court sight line. Looks like they're trying to get in, get some kills, but Mori drops to the backstab. So many kills coming in. Birdo, Poseidon all gonna die on the side of running back. They can't get the point. Shock, the last one to go down on the point. And Witness Gaming, 4-0, very much on the cards.
I think Foxy needs to realize that Porch is not a safe back out.
Yeah, I mean, if Lenny's watching Porch and XL has lock and loads under Japan, where do you go?
Surf it over, man.
Have to do something. Bomb
Not
in
already dead.
from
They
Mako.
got Sackers in, but Blake is nowhere to be found. Already 5-0 right here. Leaf gets one back. Reflect pipe onto Exile. P-Rec bookmarked that one. But, yeah, not looking too good for Fruit here. Product, I mean. Looking like Fruit.
It'll have to look better on Fruit if you are running back. This is an indomitable Witness right now on Koth. And Lenny, man of the hour, he's doing so much work, but the rest of the team showing up as well. They just look too good on this map type. And Foxy dead again. Lenny, another med pick. He can do no wrong here, as they're just going to use this free Uber onto all these players here. They get Mako, they get Birdo. Poseidon wins an SVS? Is that? You have 30 seconds left.
Consolation.
Yeah, it really is.
30 seconds.
Yeah, guys. See, I got 5 kills back in the SBS.
He's dead. And the Blake still has Uber at.
This is going to be a stat pad Uber.
Yeah. All 9 players alive for Witness Gaming on this defense. 9 seconds left on the clock. Run it back, have to run it up to the point, up Normandy. Foxy taking low already. 1 HP from the Stickies. They will get a kill onto Blank, but too many players dying. They can't get the rest there. 4-0 instantly on product for Witness Gaming. They're going to tie us up in this grand finals.
Yep, and I mean, I think that was
Lenny.
expected, but that was even more dominant than I would have thought.
Yeah, I said 4-2, thinking that was like a really good estimate for Witness, but I mean, the 4-0 coming through. We said it, you know, Lenny can just win the game, and granted, first half, he did win the game. Second half, that was just a team thrashing.
Yep. Pablo let Blake 1-1, Pablo 12-0.
12-0 on Pablo, yeah. He had a big kill streak there in
for
the
the
middle of that
scout.
round.
Kills were 77-33. Ooh.
Over doubled.
Over doubled. Both rounds were less than 5 minutes. The second one, 4:14. The second one was 4:14 and Rib won mid. Blake,
Yeah, was-
1650 heals per minute in that half.
Was 1 minute the most they ever got off the clock?
Feels like it has to be.
Only one person printed the 4-0 for Witness. God, stocks were low on Witness despite that being product. We still were favoring them. I'm willing to bet that a lot of people had the win going to Witness there, but the dominance of that was what was surprising. And again, Lenny can do what he did, but it really was just a Koth outclassing. And now we go to Prue, which, another Koth map. This is the one that Run It Back decided over Chancing Upward, which is, you know, a stopwatch map, their preferred game type, supposedly. So they have to have a plan here to shut down Lenny. They have to have a plan to get space. Otherwise, bracket reset very much on the table.
I mean, I think if you want to isolate the one element, it is much harder to snipe a med backing up here. Foxy can rest easy knowing that, you know, even if Lenny is being uncontested, soldier going above you, but, you know, the sightline's not nearly as bad for a medic on this point as they are on product, but you still gotta find a way to deal with that, because yes, even if Lenny was getting a lot of, you know, up frags, the fact of the matter is that he still wasn't dying. And, like, he's only getting cleanup frags because other people are dying elsewhere. You're not solving the issue. It's just kind of being delayed of how to deal with him because there are more pressing things. You're still going to have to find a way around him on Koth.
Yeah, I was looking at a combined for product, and Foxy had 17 deaths and 18 and a half minutes of gameplay. So your med is dying nearly once a minute, you can't play.
I mean, we see 7 deaths in 9 minutes in the second half, and that's a drastic improvement. As bad as that sounds, but we are moving into Prude. I mean, just a little bit, you know, chunkier in terms of the sightlines. Flank a little bit more cut off from the snipers. Fish putting in chat, can we just go Vigil?
No, Witness is not going to let you have that one again for the rest of playoffs.
Well, no,
so.
that's Witness saying that, so...
Oh, is it?
Fish, forgetting he banned it. Gentleman's Vigil?
Gentleman's Vigil.
I think they wanna beat Chalk on his map, clearly.
What Run It Back wouldn't give for that right now.
Yeah. Third map Vigil just comes in like a act of divine intervention.
And I think with both teams likely taking their sweet time loading in, we can go to a short 30-second break. So don't go anywhere. 1-1 right now in the grand finals. Winner of Prude gonna take the match. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, gamers and gamettes, as we are moving into map 3
of the RGL.GG Season 17 Invite Highlander Grand Finals. We started out with Rib taking a hotly contested Swiftwater 2-1 before moving into Product, which was a quick and easy stomp by Witness Gaming. We now move into Map 3, Koth Prut, the up-and-comer of the map rotation, where we're going to see if Rib can clinch their title or if Witness Gaming is going to extend this season, force a bracket reset next Sunday. I am Aldo, Zach to my side, Dolphin behind the camera. As always, one last time, Zach, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling unsure, Witness Gaming showing that they have some dominant setup on Koth. Prut is a different beast from Product, of course, but for Run It Back, it's going to take some mental strength to come back from that thrashing you just experienced.
Yeah, I'd like to think they can just write that off and say we weren't winning Product anyway, now we're on our map. We've seen that the Koth dominance for Witness is not just off of the game. We saw them struggle mightily on Saturday against on Asheville before moving into Product at the end of the match and completely rolling it, as we kind of saw in a very similar fashion. Product, they are, I would say that right now we can say they're uniquely good at Product. Maybe not Koth, but we're going, I think.
Dolphin hasn't given us the warning, but for now it does look like we have the readied up, so if this is the real round starting, we're getting right into it.
Yep.
Witness Gaming on red side, Run It Back on blue. Winner of this map gonna take the match for Run It Back. It'd be a championship for Witness Gaming. It's the bracket reset on the line. Let's see how things go.
Yep, fast bomb coming in from Blank already.
Right.
Poseidon already dead. Jay-Z trying to get onto Lenny, but will not find him. Tons of frags coming across onto the side of Rib already. Witness Gaming looking to win this mid in quite a dominant fashion. Blank already showing up, being able to get in deep and get that sniper to start.
Yep, Blank around the back will get taken down by GG, so that flank not going to net him anything in the end, but it is the mid cap coming forward for Run It Back. Both meds about to have full Uber, so we'll see what Run It Back can do. They actually built a little bit better, but with Lenny win the SVS, Post is going to be favorable for Witness. Uber is not getting anything on the point, just trading the shininess. Look at Foxy popped up into the air. We'll get behind that box in time, and Pablo burned down, so the only real casualty of that exchange.
But look at Mako, so aggro,
Dead.
deep into main. Got a lot of pressure off right there. It's going to be enough for the cap to go over to the side of Witness, Rib, excuse me. The thing about Prut is that despite how big the point is, it caps fast. All it takes is a few seconds with the people on there, and that is enough. Melon gonna get sniped out as well. Deciding keeping the numbers in favor of Rib right now. Bomb coming in from Blank, gonna get deep behind. See if he can come back in for something later. But Mako also counterbombing finds Blake. That is the big frag. Blank's own flank shut down.
They're gonna
And
sack
Rib
on.
lose the point, but that's only gonna extend the spawns.
Yep, Jay-Z getting that cleanup with the help of Pablo off that point and capture. Very quickly gonna get flipped back in favor of Run It Back. Foxy now with Uber ad. They're gonna get ticked into the time lead as well.
Hold?
Yeah, it might as well. Everyone's alive except Mako, so they're gonna push forward, see what they can find. There is a Doman lobbing some lock and load pipes their way, but they will at least force Witness Gaming to kind of press them back. Free pick onto Melon. He'll take that.
Melon getting gilded this entire time. Exile levitated though, he's gonna go down, bleeds out.
Blank that too.
Inferno hit him with that, but yeah, they're getting a ton of kills here. Hyphen just gets an arrow. Chalk thought he might have had him, but the arrow comes in clutch. Love to see that kind of aggression there. I think they couldn't go much further because Jay-Z got caught out. No comms to call when they rotate Cliff to
and they're
want to
staying
break that,
flank.
but ooh, Lenny finally opening up in this match. It feels like getting that pick onto Mori. Gonna open up a ton of room. It's Fish onto Poseidon.
Oh, they just dropped
another
three.
huge kill.
3 key classes and make it 4.
Lenny
you
finds a way.
You mentioned you can't. It's hard to get sniped on the back out as the medic. Doesn't matter. Lenny says it's his turn to get the medic drop anyway. And Foxy, another death at a really untimely position. Everything was looking good for Run It Back, but now ball in Witness Gaming's court.
Yeah, that frog spot angle does see into that side of main. Foxy's ragdoll still there for me. Super deep Uber all the way into spawn. Foxy, good serve, but not quite out of the woods. Those stickies not going to hit. Foxy makes it into spawn, hits the banny bind, will be safe. But forward hold coming up right now from Witness on bats. Need to see Rib coming out on their own cliff side. Play the long sniper, but it looks like Rib is going to get the ground for free. Witness not confident to hold it.
Yeah, Exile went down in that, so no Demo Man to hold with stickies or lock and load pipes. Gonna have to just back up and wait for him to respawn. Now all 18 players alive. Poseidon, amazing opening onto Lenny. That's gonna let them walk up, get some space here uncontested. Soldier trying to do some work, but we'll have to back all the way up. Get some kills. Fish caught out in the backlines in the meantime as Cap now being contested by Run It Back. Jay-Z, big kill onto Blank. That's already 6 people alive for Witness. Some are burning out, very low HP. Jay-Z will get caught, but they're gonna get the kill onto Flu Walrus in the meantime.
Yeah, Mako is still in deep, by the way. Actually gonna jump back out to safety, get healed back up, but did a great job of just making space, goes in cliffside, stays alive. 2 people looking at him, gets the packs, doesn't die. Exactly what you need to do, but very aggro Uber coming in through flank. Foxy gonna pop that back, wave at Uber for the defense. Exile jumps up onto the roof to play this in post. Birdo surfs up at Lenny, winning onto Poseidon. Mako dead as well. Those normal distractions are already dead.
Run It Back are going for kills here. They're trying to put players forward. Chalk and Jay-Z trying their best, but Jay-Z gets headshot on his attempt. Lenny only 5 HP, gets that hack just in time, so it will be the recap coming in. Foxy successfully out of dodge this time. Will at least keep that even. Uber's time very close on the clock. 20-second ad for Run It Back, but it will get neutralized very quickly.
Yeah, Pablo just now spawning as well, so he won't be here immediately. Jay-Z gets his knife melted, crossing, but will not die instantly. Great surf by Blake all the way out, and Exile lands those lock and loads onto Birdo. Frags being traded as Blank aggro in on Rib's bats right now. Poseidon getting forced back, actually stays alive. Blank dies to the mini, but already chaos in the backline. Chalk trying to play up in this little pocket area by Cliff. Gonna get a lot of damage. Flu forces
Watch Lenny peeking the Cliff. He's gonna find Chalk in a second. Chalk gonna go down to Lenny. Uber forced out here from the side of Witness. They don't get quite a lot out after Chalk dies. They're gonna have to back up and regroup. Cap narrowly going over, but still defended for now. Finally Run It Back, get that Cap, extend 2 players. Witness Gaming looking to get in, and with Lenny killing Mori, it's huge. Bombing from Blank, but good reflex from Leaf. Will keep Foxy safe. Very little time actually going to Run It Back.
Yeah, they get Cap and lose it almost instantly. That snipe onto Mori so big. Lenny really making a name for himself from the frog spot right now. Re-added back into this season's version of Fruit. Maybe Rib not too happy about that one, but 10 seconds left. They're gonna choose to they just gotta walk it.
Fish knife melted. Can't find anything.
Dead.
Soldier, bomb onto Poseidon, will take him down. Mako dead as well. Look at these heavies popping off on point. Chalk can do a lot of work here. Jay-Z finds the stab anyway. They do get enough players forward, but with Mori dead, Lenny finds that kill onto the dome, and it has to be the heavy. GG walks into the mini and goes down. They need these spawners. They're going to wait. It is overtime, so there's no downside to doing this.
Yeah, at this point you cap. You can extend an engineer. Not worth it to give them time to maybe refight it. Get that clock ticking a little bit faster, but it will be even Ubers right now, so really all it's going to take is 1.5 point defenses from Rib, and they'll find themselves winning this first round.
Yep, any openings from Witness Gaming could be what they need to get that overtime cap and win it. Mori playing very far forward. Immediate Uber, big win by Poseidon on the SVS. Uber's gonna pop on quick.
Blake just catapulted in. That's gonna be a wacky Uber now. He's just gotta hit the massive surf to get out. And actually, they're not even gonna get the kill onto Exile. I thought he would have been toast, but no. Everyone's staying alive. Frags being traded back and forth through Pablo on this roof. A menace.
Witness are winning it.
Better for Witness right now.
Mori has to go hammer these pipes.
Mori and Leaf. Leaf versus the world, trying to be in, not enough. And even with that SVS win onto Poseidon, or from Poseidon, it's not enough. And Witness Gaming narrowly take the first round in double overtime.
Props to Blank there. He didn't get any big kills directly in that last fight, but he made so much distraction, bombing onto the cliff, going behind again. They tried to counterbomb him. They tried to focus him down. Stayed alive for long enough that the remaining players on point got focused, and 1-0 start for Witness, but that one was close. We're getting into the second round right away.
Lenny already opening up onto Poseidon here. Not going to lose that twice in a row. Pipes coming across. Lenny, though, going to be the one eating the lock and load this time. But more frags onto the side of Rib right here.
Blue wins with 1 HP. Heavy on the side. That's so much pressure. They're able to keep walk forward. Foxy very low. Pablo needs a shot, but it's going to be Exile with the lock and load nuke. We've called that one out so many times tonight. Gets a 2K. Cleans up that medic, and Witness Gaming win mid with 100% Uber.
I don't think anyone's going to see it. You're going to be sad to see that one go if it does get banned, as has been discussed a couple times in chat already. But the point, even though Witness capped initially, going to go right back over to Rib.
They're full Uber. They're just getting all their players alive.
Yeah,
Exile's dead, so they're fine with it.
Gonna be a full ad push coming in, but some time off the clock for Rib is a consolation prize. knowing that it's at least going to be slightly in your favor instead of already 30 seconds down. And likely they can get the Uber out of Witness right now, so good on them. They can get this. The leapfrog's going to be in a pretty good spot for them. Uber walking in from the stairs, used early, Exile jumping forward, and he's going to get sidetracked by Fish dead. But they're going to get the cap in no time.
Yeah, Foxy safely out towards the upper area. Taken low, actually. Eats some spam. We've seen these lock-in mud pipes do tons of work, but they get enough kills. Exile Pablo going to go down, and with Flu Walrus dropping, Flank has opened up for Chalk.
Big surf by Foxy there to stay alive. Blank coming in for the bomb. Keeps that Uber ad as well. They're going to cap without needing to use it, so the leapfrog already broken. Going to be Blake playing up on cliffside with Lenny.
Lenny, he has an angle.
Loses the
shuts him
SDS.
down.
Big from Poseidon. They can play wide now.
Yeah, he does get Mori though, so no Demo Man means no stickies to kind of deny the space, but at least Poseidon able to play wide to deny some space here as Foxy 100% Uber, Blake only 80, so run it back with the time lead with Uber lead. They're looking pretty decent to start this round. They're trying to even things up here. Witness Gaming though taking a lot of space, but Poseidon coming alive.
Yeah, he does win 2 in a row here, unlike what I had said before. So Blake just coming up on Uber. They're going to use right away. Immediate exchange coming back and forth. You're looking really just to cycle the Ubers.
Look how many players are behind. Jay-Z and Mako are sandwiching these players. They're getting actually taking a lot of damage. Mako actually gets punched. Probably will die to Stickies on the front line though. Chalk losing that heavy fight to Flu means there's no space to work with. Run it back, likely gonna have to back up and give the space here.
That said though, those lock and load pipes can reach very far. Oh man. Mori had an angle onto Blake, but wasn't able to connect. And yep, that bomb is going to get him forced them back. But a minute plus time lead for Rib is exactly the spot they want to be. This lock and load's a joke, man.
He just ate it over the point and died.
This thing sucks.
It's a Dome Man dominating a scout. That doesn't happen often on COP, but
from the lock and load dimension.
There's sticks on Frog Spot right now, by the way. Exile will end up deading those. He's going down, actually. Mori hits him with the lock and load. Taste of his own medicine. And Poseidon, 3 SPS wins in a row. That's going to open things up for running back.
He does not want a bracket reset. Wants the season to end tonight. And in his favor here. As they're going to get forward here. I love seeing the forward hold coming out like this.
The question is, where's Poseidon? Right behind the team, looking for these angles. Lenny gonna try and for a quick scope up the hill, looking for a shot. Doesn't hit it. Will force out Uber. Both teams contesting on the red bats
Lots of
here.
flashes.
Yeah, everyone needs a flash to stay healthy. And Exile the only death, but it is an impactful one. Leaf will die to the scout in the end, but Chalk will come on Frog.
Spot.
Shreds the scout. Will get taken down in trade, but with Melon dying, Poseidon getting that kill. Half the combo is dead for a Witness.
Fish not going to find anything either. Flu trying to push up Blank, but they're just going to go down. Jay-Easy on the rotate finds Blake, though. We've not seen the Spies getting a ton this game. He is finally going to get an exclamation point on the board right there. And now with Foxy sitting on 50 and only 30 seconds left, this round is looking solidly in Rib's favor.
Yeah, as long as right back get this Uber, they should be able to just pop on the point, contest it, win it out, tie things up. For Witness Gaming, they need someone to make a play right now. Lenny on this awning, he finds an Operon to Leaf. That's a pretty decent start. No who reflects coming in from these pipes onto Exile. Bomb in from the soldier. Low damage to Foxy. Great kill by Blank. Targeting, finding his player, getting that kill. And there's the cap up from Witness. It's a pretty flawless push off that bomb.
Yeah, and Foxy there, you can tell, just was used to playing there knowing Leaf was going to be up ready to deny that bomb, but Leaf just got sniped, no one's there from Blank, and he takes advantage of it, finds the med pick, and I mean, things still not looking great for Witness, but they have an Uber ad, they have points, that's all you need for the snowball. Poseidon, though, right onto Exile,
headshot Lenny too.
Things up, yep, headshot onto Lenny, making a ton of space. Melon already dead. Chalk going to lose the heavy beheaded.
Flores is doing so much work. He kills Chalk.
He's huge in the woods. GG finally takes him out the point. Tap! They pop the Uber, but then he can get back on it. But Foxy's still alive, backing out Cliff. Going to have the Uber ad here and the overtime. All it's going to take is one cap, and this point goes really fast.
Yeah, you're thinking that's good enough. If you are run it back, take this 50% Uber ad, charge it up, make your last push, get that round win. They will be pushing out, seeing what they can do. Jay-Z already in behind, calling these players going to be looking for a pick shortly. So is Fish, but he's getting scouted out by GG. It will be Mako jumping onto this roof. Tons of damage. The Rockets just kill Blake instantly.
Yep, they're going to lose Poseidon and Chalk, but that med dead, so is the Spy. Foxy just needs to get this Uber and use, and that they do. The frag's not even really going to matter, I don't think. They're down a ton, but they're equalizing them here. And they just need the one cap
It's just Melon.
This mini gonna take down Melon, and that is gonna be the rounds equalized. Pablo and Blue trying to stall, but they can only do for so long. Cap comes through. We are 1-1, and it's now a best of 5.
Yeah, solid response from running it back there, playing aggressively. Less bad things happen to them, like the full Uber drop onto Foxy backing out of the forward hold. I feel like they've been playing better on average than Witness Gaming, but, you know, finally coming alive in that round, tying things up. We'll see if they can continue that, or if Witness Gaming have a counterpunch.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some way to answer this. And I mean, a lot of it is just Poseidon stepping up in the SBS. Lenny has not been able to dominate. Poseidon as well finds Exile standing still, waiting for an arrow. Caught, locking Jay-Easy off of Lenny. Those are two of your biggest classes dead already. Blank going to be next. And Sound the retreat. Witness Gaming running back to spawn.
That is a pacifist mid. That is 3 kills given up. A couple players dying in post, but that really was just over off of the Demo Man and Spy getting killed by pick classes.
Fish saying, what is that mini? GG has it passive on bats in cover. Solely, I think, to stop the blank bomb.
Yeah, and now run it back, holding on top of the point with the Uber. Blake does have, didn't go down to that, but big rocket just explodes Lenny. Poseidon got in on that one too. Dom from Poseidon onto Lenny, that's 3 SBS wins plus that one. Uber's traded out on the point now.
Chalk is so in right here.
Perfect flash too, keep him healthy.
And he's denying Exile. Finally, Exile hits the jump out, but they're going to get no ground with that Uber at all. Chalk still aggro on the point. He's going to be forced to back up a bit, but that Uber almost all for naught. Only starts to cycle it. Yet Exile caught walking up stones. GG going to be the trade. Flu walking in from Wedge has a lot of pressure here, and it's going to be enough for the cap to come through.
Yeah, Witness Gaming get that capture the first of the round. Now they need to keep some players alive. Blank close, but Hyphen dead to the sniper. No mini sentry going to be available once this one goes down. And Pipes over the top from Mori, taking down Lenny. Lenny finally starting to get shut down on Koth. Not able to have any impact really for the past 2 rounds.
Lenny feels like maybe trying to do too much, too aggro with these peaks. You're getting killed. The things you don't normally see your sniper dying to. Make them going in.
They're sandwiched.
Finds Pablo, yep, and looking to maybe go in for the flank.
Chalk is here, in behind. He almost kills the sniper actually, but taken out by the mini and the spy. They're getting aggressive, but
Mako still in behind, finds Blake on the long flank. It's a free Uber. They're going to pop this, get whatever frags they can, get more time off the clock. Bomb coming in from Exile, but Lenny finds Foxy. Been a bit, but back on the old grind. And that's going to be the point, going back over to Witness after about a minute ad for Rib.
Yep, an extend blank spawn, but that's not a problem. They are down quite a bit of time they need to make up. They will have about a 25-30% Uber ad to work with here for Blake, so Witness Gaming, this is their first step on the road back into the 3rd round here. Gonna be looking to hold on the point, give Lenny some angles, some space to work with. He just got a pretty big pick. He needs some more if they want to keep this momentum rolling. Catch on Poseidon.
Oh, and Daisy's knife melted, almost had a stab onto Exile. A lot of building destructions going back, but Lenny's standing tall on the leaves right here. Lockenlook going to take
Chalk's on flank. Where's the heavy?
Yeah.
Where's the sniper? Chalk, huge flank there to open things up for his team. Here come the floodgates. Mako in on this medic. Too much damage. They're going to get Pablo. 1 HP on Blake. Gets to the Spencer in time, but they lose so many.
Yep, the cap gonna come through. They're trying to stall it, maybe. And I think waiting maybe for GG to come up. No, Engineer.
No, they want to chalk. They want to chalk.
Yeah, they got chalk up. And one of the things I love about Prutzag is that you got something like that, point cap so quickly. Don't have to waste so much time. Really aggro here. They just want to use. Maybe get a bad Uber out of Blake here. When they're not fully ready to push, they're gonna lose point presence for the time being. Have to see
Poseidon,
if they can get any snipes.
He can ride, yep, Poseidon, Dom onto Exile, taking down that demo, but Lenny follows back onto the opposing demo man. No stickies on this point. Blank! Flanks behind, huge rocket takes down Birdo and Poseidon, and with frag advantage, it's gonna be Witness Gaming retaining control.
That was so big there from Blank, but I'm not sure what that Uber was. Feels like, yeah, maybe you catch them, make them use it early, but they were close enough to the point that they end on the point. You just give away the point for free, and then you let Blank go in behind you and go crazy.
Witness Gaming have clawed their way back into this round. They're about to get in time lead in just 10 seconds, but Uber's even on both sides. Foxy taken very low. Needs to get some help. We'll find a pack. They're trying to walk up onto the point. Both heavies going to trade, which honestly favors the offense here with Chalk off the field. They're gonna bomb forward. Mako looking to see what he can find. Damage onto Blake. Blake taking a 1/3. Mako's still here. Can't get the last rocket, but Blake 1 HP. Sticky doesn't land. Mario extending for it. Can't hit it. They will get the force, but it costs so many players.
Yep, it's gonna get the Uber out of Foxy. Eventually, they're gonna use it to get Blank in behind, but the cap likely gonna go over. They don't want to extend Mori. He is back up. Cap should come through now. And Witness actually ticked into the time lead right there. But now gonna be even sooner rather than later. Blake with a slight ad. See if they can capitalize on it. And Blank almost finds GG, but does leave the engineer at 1 before going down.
Lenny's clip. He's gonna have a peek onto Birdo in just a second. I think he got hit 150. Birdo and some heals to get back on there. Big reflect from Leaf onto Exile. Helped double up with the lock and load pipe. But they lose Chalk and Mako. So many kills coming through for the side to run it back. But Witness Gaming still have control of the point.
That said, extended spawn onto Exile. Mori trying to corner cap, but will be forced back. Jay-Easy counterbombed on that.
Lenny headshots Mori.
Surfs.
Mori taken low, trying to get some heals. They're stuck in this tiny corner. Lenny's pinning them, gets Poseidon, gets revenge, and there's Foxy taken down by the lock and load
98.
spam. That's so
98.
sad.
I think that hit someone else maybe, and then Foxy died to that because I don't think they were directly in the sight line. But man, the lock is really the MVP of this match, it feels like.
Yep, 10 seconds left. Blake has full Uber. Witness Gaming just got to pop and stand on it, and they'll be leading going into the half. And there's Lenny, 4K. He's coming alive. Spy not able to find anything. A couple players going to get there in touch. We'll see what they can find. The answer, not really that much. They get Mori, or they get Lenny. That's about it.
Mako, get on the point. Mako, my hero.
Side and go.
There goes my hero. Nope, 2-1 going into the half, but I mean, really close rounds here.
Yeah, they're being won by the thinnest of margins when push comes to shove. That kill onto Foxy from the lock and load kind of closes things out in that round in favor of Witness. And there's so many micro plays happening on Prude. That's the kind of map that it is, right? Where on Product, it feels like most of the map is determined by what happens directly behind those rocks. But on Prude, there's so many different angles where someone can just find spam, headshots, flank kills. We've seen the heavies get in on the playmaking action. Soldiers obviously have been in the backlines. And in the end, Witness Gaming coming out just ahead into the half, 2-1.
And I mean, as well, the soldiers both doing so much work, able to get behind, thrive back there, hard to chase them down. There's a lot of packs they can kind of cycle between.
Well, soldiers top
They go
fragging.
back and forth. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Also, Zag,
Yeah,
happy Tuesday.
that's pretty early. At least it feels like it. It feels like it because Product was so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are already into the depths of a map 3 grand finals, so definitely going the distance here, and a bracket reset
man.
on the cards with Witness up in rounds.
Interesting to see the differences here where Blank clearly focusing more on the sniper, getting 6 sniper picks, actually leading the game in sniper kills. Mako, though, leaning a little bit more on the meds, finding Blake 3 times. A little more high risk, high reward right there. Ultimately, Lenny ends up out-sniping Poseidon just barely 20-17. Poseidon winning the SVS 5-3. I mean, there's reasons, or 5-4, excuse me. There's reasons for both of them to be saying that they've had good games so far.
Yeah, and speaking of a good game, Pablo has been quietly very good. 21-12, 400 DPM scout. It can be hard to play Prude as a scout because the roof's kind of too high for you to consistently play off of. And the walk-ups are so choky that you can't just eat a sticky. You need to go back for a buff. Heavies can test you on flank in a tight corridor, you don't have much space to move. But
All
Pablo
about
having a
timing,
fantastic
Zach.
game.
It's about timing to not eat a double lock and load.
Yeah, and
And
I
you
do
say,
think...
despite the roofs being too high, there was one fight, I think it was in the very first round, where it was in the double overtime fight. In addition to a number of other things, Pablo managed to find himself on the roof by flank and just drew so much aggro from 2 or 3 players, just juking and, you know, dancing for his life as they got shot from other places. So, you know, if they are able to get on the roof and stay there, it can be such a powerful position.
Yeah, and I do think we need to see more from Birdo. He's probably the weakest performer from Run It Back in that entire half, I want to say. Obviously, like, you can say GG and Leaf didn't have a particularly standout game, but you're not expecting much from those classes. Birdo needs to kind of step up and match Pablo a bit here. It's just so much extra damage being put down to the combo that's hard to deal with. If Mori's backing out, constantly getting meat shot, it's so much easier for him to just eat the Exile pipe
Exile
and
has
die.
5 scout kills. Basically, a
Yeah,
third
that's
of
what
his
I'm saying.
kills are onto the scout. He just can't deal with the lock.
Yeah, Exile's doming him for a point.
Yeah, that he was at least. Yeah, probably cleared it in later in the game or in pregame. But I mean, if you're Rib, you're taking your time here because all of these rounds could have gone either way.
Yeah, a couple key plays was really the difference here, and that goes for the round they won too, honestly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Deep into Prout here. Grand Finals, 2-1 Witness Gaming after it's tied 1-1 apiece. They 4-0'd on product, run it back, came back from 1-0 down on their Swiftwater to open things up. And here we stand, 3 to 4 rounds away from crowning a victor of the match tonight. Either run it back, comes back, and earns the championship title, or we go again with a bracket reset.
Interesting looking at the heel spreads here, specifically where Mori ended up getting 28% beam to Exile's 20, despite them doing similar damage. I mean,
What's
2
the
more
scout
deaths on
beam
Exile,
percentage?
but it's 13 for Pablo to 12 for Berto.
Pretty
That
close.
said, more heals for Blake, so 3950 for Pablo to only 3300 for Berto. But, I mean, I don't think that fully explains the performance difference there.
Yeah, I'm looking at the heal spread to see where those missing heals are kind of going. I mean, Hyphen has 2600 compared to 900 for GG.
Yeah, that's honestly where it feels like they're going. And I mean, Hyphen
He
admittedly
had a good
16
game.
and 6.
Yeah, he had a good game with those heals.
Yeah, always alive, always making sure there's minis, preventing people from going too far behind. One of the biggest people shutting down Mako and not letting him just, run around in the backline as he pleases. Whereas GG, maybe not getting those heals as much, substantially more deaths, makes it a lot harder to chase down soldiers when you're not getting those buffs.
Yeah, I've seen GG on Blank patrol duty, where he's just kind of running around his own bats, trying to deny this soldier whenever Blank goes in behind. Sometimes it's worked, sometimes it's not, but if Blank's able to draw 2 players to him consistently, and then also top frag, then he's going to keep doing it, right? Like, obviously the one engineer is not enough. Either GG needs to step it up, or they need a different game plan to deal with Blank.
Maybe they just need to buff him more.
Yeah, the buff Engie is the difference here.
I mean, you laugh, but it's another 75 health, and you think about how much health Blank is
Yeah, the
getting
thing is,
by
I
just
wonder
cycling
how much
packs.
health that they're I wonder how often Fox is actually able to 180 and tag that engineer when Mori and Berto are constantly eating Exile pipes over the point.
Yep, Mori did take almost 100 DTM more than Exile there, but that is in the past as we move now into the next half. This, which could be the last half of tonight, will not be the last half of the season though. As a two round
Blank
trip
is
with
just
this gaming
deep
is on
already.
Sunday week.
He kills Poseidon somehow. On the backside, the Leaf and Mori already dead. Exile,
Mako
that big lock
equalizes
mode.
onto Lenny though, but more frags in the favor of Witness.
Yeah,
no
5v
snipers means that's going to be hard to equalize. J-Easy nowhere near to really follow up and make a play. So mid going over to Witness.
Mako's in behind with J-Easy. They're gonna see what they can do. Mako actually gets a great angle, takes down Fish and Exile. You gotta imagine they want to keep going off that. J-Easy in the backline, still calling things out. He's gonna call they're all backing out onto the ramp, and now we see Run It Back walking up to the point to take advantage of that free space. So elongated mid, they did let it get capped over, but here's the Uber charge.
Foxy over
90.
Alert.
Foxy
But
out of
J-Easy
dodge
finds
though.
Lenny in the meantime though, so they're going to be really sitting pretty in this post. Uber pop back out.
Sticky's on Blake.
Mori
One
jumping
more.
forward. Blake caught in. That is a dead medic. Poseidon going to go down, but Blank's bomb a little too early. The
Yeah,
Uber's still
players still
going.
shiny. As Exile killed by J-Easy walking out of spawn there, so it is going to be a clean defense from Run It Back. They keep their meta alive, they're going to keep Uber, and they got the time taken in their favor.
Yep, Leaf going down to a stab on the back line. Now
Yeah,
what you like
telly
to see
stab.
from your pyro. Ah, I see. Unfortunate then. GG's fault.
Yep. That one goes on his logs, but oh, there's an entry onto Poseidon. Poseidon is kind of
They're
all
just
alone on
not
cliff.
ready for
Yeah.
this. They're
He was all
only
alone.
down. I mean, realistically, that was capped before Poseidon got stabbed. They're only down a pyro. And they just gave it up for free.
Yep. Fish will lose that fight to GG and go down. Long spawn timer for that, but point flipped back in favor of Witness Gaming. Mako dead immediately to some stickies from Exile, so no bomb threat coming in. Look at GGW wanting on the point. Taken very low, eats a sticky on the way out, goes down. So will Hyphen though, no engineers on the field. And with Leaf down, they're going to walk forward. Duelist is in, so is Blank. They're getting tons of damage down. Sharp caught eating a sandwich, protected by the mini. The Uber in the meantime goes down. Mori stuck in no man's land, will die as well.
I actually really like that play in theory. They had a slight ad on
Jay-Z.
the side of Rib.
Seen.
But yep, Mako gonna get exiled, but that's about it for Rib right now.
They want to keep
Cap-
fighting.
they have a lot of cap time. All they
Exile's
need is
dead,
a second
so-
and they can flip it over.
Mako reflected back onto high ground. Can he get healed in time? Foxy will find their soldier. Knife melted from Fish, so we'll go down to that. But Lenny's still a threat here. They will finally force him back with Span, but the spawners are here, and Run It Back will get the point capture. But look at this flank. Blank up inside, going for the bomb across point, directly
Lenny
on top of their head.
finds
Kills
Fo-
Leaf.
Foxy already sniped out to just peeking where they shouldn't be. Not even sure yet. That was just a little bit too aggro on these stones. Needs to hug the left side of that wall. But they're back up. Cap's going to come back through. Already down J-Easy. GG going to be next. I doubt this cap is going to last for long as Witness going to look to recap and extend their already sizable time lead.
Yeah, Lenny's just been standing on this point buff the entire time, but dead! Dropped! Poseidon finds the crucial medic pick there to give his team an avenue in, and then wins the SVS on top of it. Witness Gaming get the point, but they're going to extend their spawns, and they're probably going to lose it right after.
Exactly. Yeah, really not too much
Always
gain.
trying to
That
get
cap
caught here.
sack coming
They're
in.
taking tons of damage through. Chalk and Poseidon will die, but enough cleanup has come through on these players that Foxy will be safe for now. 50% Uber retained. They will clean up the rest of these players on the point, and run it back are going to stabilize for now at a minute disad.
Birdo should spawn in time. Yep, no extensions. Just over a minute lead right now for Witness Gaming, but Uber ad endpoint in favor of Rib. They were most successful and they're getting forward. Need to see that from them again. They're going to sit on point rather than playing behind it, but really like seeing them get up on that bats hold.
Yeah, Poseidon needs to win an SVS here. They need to not be afraid of Lenny, be able to play forward, and it looks like they want to Uber aggressively in, and Blake's just dead immediately. Birdo finds the scattergun shots onto the enemy medic, so this Uber is free. They're looking for any kills they can
Dropping a
find.
decent amount though.
Yeah, and more
Actually going to
backstab
lose
too.
more than they got. Fox
Look at
stays
this.
alive, but
Flu
they lose
always-
6. Flu so big pushing in from the wedge here. Gets here, feels like almost every fight uncontested.
That's
and despite,
a full Uber versus 0 Uber fight where run it back, drop everybody in post.
Yeah, they get Blake, but, you know, at what cost, right? You didn't need to use that there. It was almost full ad. You killed the med at 20%, lost your team in the point for it. You would have been better off just not using.
Yeah, silver lining is that Foxy still does have small enough Uber ad to work with. Mori going to be trying to spam onto this point. High bump for both soldiers. They meet in the middle, but it will be Mako coming out on top. Goom being blank there. And with kills onto Flu on the flank, no heavy going to be threatening them from the side this time, so they're going to be able to cap up. And Jay-Z get another kill, finding Lenny. Tons of work being done by the spy.
Yep, J-Easy really starting to warm up right now. He's sitting at the top of his team just under Foxy. And Chalk already aggro up on flank. Not going to have a team to support him, so forced back here. But
Poseidon's
got a
actually
little bit forward.
watching flank. Gonna rotate back to watching main. They could get
Yeah,
caught by
everyone's in.
surprise.
Full on flank Uber. Chalk
Yeah, good
gonna
flash.
get used on him. This is insane positioning for a heavy. If he can stay there, he is gonna get forced back. But really nothing doing on that Uber. J-Easy gets counter espionage. That's about it. But Lenny already on to leave. Numbers splitting in favor of Witness. Poseidon gonna be next. GG as well. The kills coming back
Good
not
flank
meaningful
though.
enough.
Chalk
That's
is
gonna
still
go through.
here. Although good collapse by Witness Gaming, they get everyone off that flank just in time. Birdo, Chalk both gonna go down, and Cap goes up like you said. 41% for Blake. He might have this goes overtime. Well, Foxy not even close, so it's gonna have to be a dry push from the side of Run It Back if they don't want to go down 3-1.
Yeah, and they need to start doing something soon. Already only 16 seconds remaining. Mori dead to a trap. Huge dead by Exile right there. Takes out that demo. Could put them on what would be match point. Sentry the only thing they found so far. Cap time starting to come in from Birdo. But Blake at 85. They can give this up and reuse. That's I think exactly what they might try to do. They don't
getting all
even
the
need
kills.
to. No, it's a wipe. Foxy caught out on the ramp. Uber, no problem. Blake uses just really for the logs. And Witness Gaming, they're getting knocked down into the lower bracket, fighting their way through Square, finding themselves down a map in the lower bracket finals and coming back to take the last two. Finding themselves down a map in the grand finals, are now on the edge of forcing us to a bracket reset with one more round.
Yeah, and their pieces have been playing so well across the board. Fluoris has quietly been having a fantastic game. Such a big pressure point for Witness to get forward off of. And now Run It Back, they need to find an answer. They have been able to get kills into Lenny before. Immediate bomb from Mako trying to get big damage, and he does. Exile Melon go down instantly. So does Blank. So does Pablo. Another instant mid ending in favor of Run It Back.
Yeah, Rip will not go quietly into that good night. Fish caught out behind, nothing he can do for the time being. That is, as you said, an instant mid, massive bomb by Mako. Just now dying, was behind that entire time. And they're going to start getting forward onto the bats here. This is when Rib is at their best. If Poseidon hits a shot here, oh, he's going to get forced back. That lock and load just too deadly.
Yep, Jay-Z going to be calling out the rotations onto the cliff side for Witness Gaming. Lenny going to be looking for a cross. Barely doesn't get there in time to catch an important player, but SVS might actually pop here. Yeah, oh no, we'll be Poseidon finding Exile, actually. That's just as good of a pick.
Look at Flu, he's walking up flank. Heavy v Heavy might be coming in soon. Chalk
Yeah, but-
actually just gives it up.
Yeah, willing to regroup with this team. Both teams have Uber, so likely gonna pop up on the point. Even exchange coming through. Blake popped all the way back. A lot of flashes onto these forward players, but no one directly dying in this exchange.
I love what Leaf did right there. Just forcibly made space. And nope, we're going to end this Uber behind point, so you cannot start capping right away. Blank,
Big
quick
reflect.
jump over. Good reflect there to deny that. Exile caught by the lock and load. Claims another. And that's even going to be Melon popped up. But Lenny finds one up to GG. Flu finds himself in this wedge yet again.
Flu is one. He got an
Arrow
arrow
to
to keep
stay
him alive.
alive.
But Lenny's
Mako
dead.
will take him out though. Jay-Easy finds the stab onto Lenny. Blake running out through main has that scout speed. Jay-Easy unable to catch up, and the cap comes right back through. Rib really looking to lock in right now. Just playing the best I think we've seen them play so far.
Yeah, solid play by Rib there to kind of just back up, see the space when you need to, and then re-push, re-collapse on top of the overextended players, get the kills they need, and now they're set up again on this forward hold. Blank Pablo already exploded. No flank passes up. Jay-Z hanging out in the back lines, calling out who's going where. And Lenny again looking for an angle from Cliff. Is he able to get there and catch a medic crossing? Nope, can't quite get there in time.
Yep, good rotates from Rib to not get themselves caught out there.
Both
They're
sides
gonna
dead.
find both spies going down. Exile trying to walk up right now. Maybe gonna serve it like Uber
Early
popped
Uber.
out on flank though. They just want Chalk.
Yeah, and he will actually get out of dodge. It will be zoning in right now, trying to get the kill into Poseidon, and Blank will get that at least, but Ubers are over on the point. Lenny, with the SPS advantage right now, gonna get the kill onto Leaf, and with Blake actually arrowing Birdo, not many combat classes left on this point. It's just Mako and Mori trying to get some explosives down. Jay-Z looking for anything he can find. We'll just back up for now as the point goes in favor of Witness for the first time in the round.
I mean, almost a 2-minute lead though for Rib. Yeah, as you said, only 12 seconds off the clock for them. Really quick hold. The one
What
time
is
they
this?
did get it.
They just hunted fish back in their own spawn.
Yep, the crust coming through. Do not want him calling. Lenny catches a pipe, but will get healed back up. Bomb though, coming in from Mako. He will land behind Blink on the chase, but
Jay's has been on it.
finds Lenny. That is what you need. Your spy activating at crucial moments right here. They're gonna get that cap back in. It will remain at least a minute lead. And they are about to come up on even. It was a slight ad for Blake if they use now, but I don't think they're aware of it.
Yeah, Foxy gonna get up in no time. They have the Uber for the contest. Mori gets a good flash to keep him healthy enough. No one going down directly in the Uber, but there is at least some numbers advantage for Witness Gaming right now, especially with Lenny finding the snipe onto Birdo. They are able to control the point. Blue Walrus walking forward on the flank, making space as he
the
always
nuke
does.
from Exile had sticks on the sandwich, I think. Foxy ran for it and got dead on. Heads up awareness right there from Exile. What's interesting to me is that these exchanges never really seem to do too much, but Witness always it feels like comes out at the end better at the end of the exchanges, whereas Rib's winning the dry fights.
Yeah, it's just enough kills going down. The side pressure is so big always from Flu Walrus and Co. coming through Wedge, and they will have control of the point. Advantage for Blake right now. It's only 30-ish%, so they're not going to be too long before we're in a back in contest. They have a minute on the clock in time lead, so definitely have some wiggle room. Jay-Z hunting his prey, looking for Flu, but not going to get it. Will be able to live for now.
Headshot onto Lenny though, but Lenny answers back onto Mako. No soldier jump behind. That said, Blank gonna get stabbed out. No soldiers at all. Cap coming in. Hoover popped out.
85.
Foxy only at 90. Needs to get out of dodge.
They got no
Looks like that
kills.
will be a successful kite. Yep.
Great backup from Rib, and now as a full 9-man, they're gonna try to walk up. Lenny has a chance to quick scub. They're just gonna pop the second they see him. Bombing through is Mori. A lot of damage onto Blake. One more, anything would take him down, but no one is there. They'll take the kill onto Melon. They'll take the recapture, but there's Jay-Z finding
In
the
the
crucial
spawn.
kill.
Oh,
He knew where that
feels
medic
bad.
backed up to, just walked in expecting Blake to still be hurt. That's such good intuition.
No heavy there to give the sandwich over. They're trying to dry fight this right now, but good kills coming back across. Lenny popped up, hits the surf so he doesn't crater, but not going to be able to hold that angle for much longer. Cap still not going over, about to hit overtime. Melon going to get it through, extends Exile though. Hyphen dying too, could be something to push off of once Rib gets this spawn wave back in.
Rib had this exact same position in round 1, and Foxy died to a sniper or a pipe, one of the two, and it ruined everything. Spy almost got in, but taken down. That could have been the closer. Lenny, though, still a threat, takes down Poseidon. Here comes the Uber. Blake taking a half. Jay-Z is in, but Blake surfs up. So many things to dodge. Surfs another rocket. Will not be able to live. There's Mako coming in. The triple team was too much. Bombing from Blake, though, does a ton of damage. This cap is through. It's 3v3. Mini Sentry, though, it's doing work. Who can do it? Mako. One player left on the point. It's just the engineer. They will clean him up. And there we go. A round coming in. 4 run it back. 3-2.
Yep, so Rib again not going quietly. They win this next round. It is tied up 3-3. Witness Gaming take it. We are going to next week in the bracket reset. So, Rib with their back still against the wall right now, but signs of life. That was a much better played game. They've been showing a lot of dominance on mids, and if they can repeat that, it'll be a great start to the round.
Yep, they typically play them aggressively. We saw Mako jump onto the house. This time, both soldiers going immediately in, trying to keep their lives. Lenny opening things up with an SVS swing, and with the chalk combusting, things are getting bad early. Jay-Z not able to find anything on his decloak. Only kills onto the soldier, and Spy to run it back. Another soldier bomb in, trying to get some kills. It's just Hyphen going down. Lenny living with 1 HP. Looks like run it back, trying to stay around, but they're down demo. They're down too much. They want to back up. Oh no! Foxy, the lock and load pipe on the exit. XL walking forward and just finding enough damage.
So dangerous.
They needed to leave so much earlier, though. That's so greedy.
Yeah, it really was greedy, because now you might end up you might have been able to pull some momentum off of that, but you lose that mid and you get full Uber disad. Things suddenly get a lot harder for you. You really need someone to come up with a miracle right now to get this Uber out of Blake.
Oh, they just pop immediately. They must feel like they can make a play out of Foxy, but Spy not able to get anything done. Foxy not even close, and Jay-Z finds a big pick onto Flu. That's going to be a long spawn for that defensive heavy, so this is going to be dry
Chalk
pressure.
Just in! He's hurt, but great arrow keeps him alive. Phantom heavy health. They thought he was a lot healthier than he was. GG gonna get sniped out, but the damage and the space is made. Slowly gonna tap that up. They extend the engineer, not a problem. As Blank already caught out on the bomb and trying to walk back in. Good damage though coming out from Mori onto this point, but the cap time is gonna be very powerful. Mori corner blocking and Chalk back in, forces them back. Caught out though, gets the trade onto Melon, but Lenny on this frog spot could do a lot of damage once he peeks again. Gonna rotate over to main. Just, oh, in comes in Fish! Not gonna get the stab. Forces the Uber out of Foxy though.
Blake backing out through cliffside. No one is really in close to try and go for that med pick, so it's a good sack coming through from Blank there to force that Uber. And now, even though Point retained control, full run it back, Blake big Uber had to work with.
Great reflex from Leaf to block those first two pipes. Fog your med cannot get double piped again. Cap's gonna come back in though.
Flank though.
With the Uber from Blake. Yep, Chalk, Hyphen already dead. Lots of space being made if they can get Pablo, but no, Chalk sniped out. That is a great shot from Lenny to save his scout right there.
XL's low.
Dead on each side, yep, and Mori's just gonna take that space and run with it. GG snipe, but they don't care. Mako getting aggro in flank, but Mori getting taken down. Ooh, yeah, that might stall this push out.
Yeah, it's so much damage coming through, and there's
Blank
no combat tosses left.
Ooh. Foxy saved, but Fish coming in from behind hits the revolvers.
That one could be the end.
Too far.
The time is now ticked in favor of Witness. Blake gonna have a massive Uber lead. Run it back. We're gonna need someone to make a massive play. Otherwise,
Jay-Z getting crusted behind. They need him to break aggro right now.
They're racking at the medic. They're trying to find it, but Blake out through lower. They don't know. If Jay-Z knew he could be in, but he doesn't know the right spot, we'll kill Lenny instead.
Finds Lenny though. That could almost be just as good for the time being. As with a lot dead, they're hesitant to cap this, but they need the time.
Blake has
they
Uber.
extend 4 spawns. Birdo gonna be next on that long wave, and it's gonna go right back over.
Yeah, XL does get sniped down though, and spawn extended, so there will be dry pressure coming through, but Blake managed to hold the Uber charge, so Witness Gaming, they have their ticket to a bracket reset in Blake's hands right now. Gonna be looking to use that one, keep as many players alive as possible. Lenny doesn't hit the first shot, but here comes the Uber. They need any kills they can find.
If they have Blank, they have Fish. That's about it right now. The time ticks under a minute, but they did get the Uber. They get spawned. They could maybe look to repush. Mako getting some good damage onto Flu in the flank, but an arrow gonna fix all of his problems. And just 70 on Foxy, but you want to see something happen a little bit before that.
Yeah, XL getting forward, being focused down by Burrow here. We'll have to back up.
Poseidon.
Yep, no sniper. Lenny has free reign. We know how dangerous that is. Mako jumping on the side of the house, trying to get some good spam down. We'll make these players back up a bit. They're trying to stack point, but Mori just dead, taken down by Pablo. Will trade his life for it. In the back line is Jay-Z with the stab onto the Pyro. They're trying to edge point, but Lenny, still a threat from Cliff, takes down Mako.
And you were getting into dire time right now. Foxy has Uber, but Blake's coming up on 90. They're going to use a crosshair immediate snipe onto XL.
95!
Finds Blank! Blank, that is the kill you need. Cap comes across, 2-minute disad, but the world in their hands. That was just so greedy from Blake, staying in there. You have the time, don't risk it, get out. Things still heavily in Witness Gaming's odds for this round, but they've given Rib a path back into this round, a path back into this match.
Yeah, and importantly, the point isn't on overtime yet, so run it back can kite out. They can just re-push and get the contest to keep the game going. For now, Blank gonna get singled out there by Mako. Will jump out the safety. On the frog spot is Lenny taking down Mori. Huge pick
Already
onto that enemy demo man.
You cannot lose that many people like that. They're aggro, but they just aren't locking down the entries. Foxy now gonna go down. That is gonna be it. A little bit of false bravado there, but Witness Gaming will not be deterred. They come back 4-2 on Prute, and we will see you next week.
Yep, that's the bracket reset coming through from Witness Gaming. It was hard fought, you know, Swiftwater, it felt like they had something going in the round one, but kind of got shown up towards the end. Product was a stomping, and then on Prute, hard fought, but shown they were the better team, and now going into the true grand finals, the bracket reset, as the upper seed, you gotta imagine they're looking primed to hit the two-peat.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't see a whole lot changing in the picks, right? I mean, if I'm Rib, I probably ban Product this time. That was just too brutal to let through again. I mean, you take your chances on Asheville, right? But Witness gonna ban Vigil again. There's no reason for them not to.
And there's no reason not to pick Swiftwater either.
Yeah, so Swift gets picked, so you're gonna have Swift first, probably Ash second.
Well, it'll be Swift second because running-backs, or Witness Gaming pick first.
So Ash, then Swift, and then...
The question's the last one, huh?
Does Rib... I mean, if I'm Rib, I wouldn't hate playing Prute again. That match was imminently winnable. You just didn't convert. I'd probably ban Steel and make them pick between Prute and Upward again.
Yeah, if you run it back, you probably don't want to play Steel. Witness
Definitely
Gaming
don't want to play Steel.
Yeah, Witness Gaming would force it if given the chance, I think. So, yeah, it might just be the Prute. It could just be a run back with an Asheville substitute for Product, but that's for the teams to decide.
Realistically, I think actually fits Rib a little bit better, if I'm being honest. Just because I don't think anyone is competing with Witness on Product right now.
And except somebody help, yeah, they can do it. Apparently,
somebody help's gone, Zag.
Yeah. Wait, you're telling me they can't still win?
Unfortunately not. Well, actually, no, if everyone else gets caught cheating.
Demo check every team.
And it's gonna be like 3 players you wouldn't expect, right? It's gonna be like Leaf, Hyphen, and... who won Squirt Yay? Spoo.
Would that be the least expected? That'd be funny.
Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah.
And that's how somebody help can still win. There. They have a path.
Yeah, but the main path is going to be this rematch coming up. Witness Gaming versus Run It Back. Witness Gaming now as the first seed. Logs up on your screen. Impressive game from Pablo. I mentioned him at the half, but he really showed up big. Birdo, honestly, nowhere to be seen in comparison.
Yeah.
Mako did his best. Mako tried really hard to carry, but it's too heavy, too much work. It needs to be done.
Yeah, I mean, it really, it feels like a bit of a scout diff and honestly a bit of a heavy diff. Flu stats weren't that impressive, 11 and 12, but the amount of times he just got into Rib's little wedge area and just made all of them look at him while they crumbled elsewhere happened almost every fight.
Yeah, and Witness Gaming just kind of showed that they were superior on Koth, right? Like, we talk about Product, you know, it could turn into the Lenny show. For a bit it was, but for the rest, they were just dominant as a team, and then on Prute, just played better across the day. You mentioned that some of the rounds were winnable from Run It Back, and that's true. They even did get 2 on the board, but it just feels like Witness Gaming had too many threats active for Run It Back to consistently overcome, and if that narrative kind of stays the same, then you gotta imagine Witness Gaming, if they do run the maps back, or like at least double Koth with a Prute tiebreaker, it's hard to think that Witness Gaming are not gonna be the favorites if they can have at least a similar performance.
Yeah, and I mean, as well, Lenny 23 and 10, Poseidon 11 and 15 really started to tail off as that went. Every time something happened, it felt like Lenny, even if they weren't great kills, right? I'm looking at Lenny's kill spread. The SVS was, what, 3-1, actually. Poseidon very far down bottom, but of Lenny's 23 kills, 5 on the NG, 6 on the Pyro. Like, not game-changing kills, but they're still bodies. It's just one less person that you can rely on. And you saw times, right, where, like, Leaf gets sniped, Blank immediately takes that cue to bomb in, Foxy playing somewhere they shouldn't be, because they're expecting a Pyro protection that they no longer have. You know, if Poseidon and Lenny were kind of going like band for band, frag for frag,
and Poseidon had, demos and heavies, whereas Lenny had pyros and NGs, right? Then you could maybe say, oh, well, it's a bit of a difference. But you take away all those NG and pyro kills, Lenny's still out-fragging Poseidon. Those are just bonus. It's just one less body. It's no mini, it's no reflect, it's no afterburn you have to deal with, which, not the most valuable picks, but a 9v8's a 9v8.
Yeah. And those consistent advantages are what makes Witness Gaming so threatening on Koth, able to find those. But with that said, match over. Witness Gaming pulling off the bracket reset. We'll be seeing them in the next one. Is it going to be Monday? Do we know for sure? Or the teams might play it earlier? Monday is what Dolphin says.
It'll be Monday unless they choose to play it on a weekend, which I doubt they would.
Yeah, so still one more dance left in Season 17.
Exactly, and I mean, we've talked for a while. It is decently into Tuesday here on the East Coast, so I don't think we're going to do too much in the post-game. We've said more than enough about these players over the past 3 hours and the past 3 weeks, really. So, that said, you thought tonight might have been the finish. It is not. We have one last dance. So, a week from today, Monday, 9:30 on the 8th? The 8th. Be there. You're not going to want to miss it. It's pretty much all the matches, both matches between these two teams have been extremely exciting, either in their length or in their outcome. So you're not going to want to miss this bracket reset, where it really will be the last game of the season. So, Dag, any closing thoughts?
No, that's just Witness Gaming kind of showing why they're defending champs. Even if a lot of the roster is different, still have that winning potential, and it's all going to come to an end next Monday. So we'll see which team gets to lift that trophy.
You are not going to want to miss it. So thank you for sticking with us this far. We got one left in the tank, and we will see you in a week.